Go. Oh, spooked ya. Hello, hello. What up, Harry? Welcome. Saw the YouTube shorts and you're here. It's good to have you. Welcome, welcome. I am not bald. Don't listen to the chatters. They're dumb and also stupid. All right, it's time. Let's begin. Welcome, you guys! Welcome, welcome! Welcome back! It's day 2 of making a new map, man. It's been a while since I actually, like, made a full-on brand new map, but I am convinced that this map is an amazing idea. I am so excited. If any of you guys didn't see what we were doing yesterday, you're in for a treat. Now, I'm going to let you know ahead of time right now, the map is really weird looking. It's not even close to finished. I'm echoing. Am I echoing? Hello? No, you're echoing. Anyway, welcome. This is... Technically, we didn't decide on an exact name. What did we were thinking about Frostbite or Permafrost is the name for the map. I just have it internally called Huge Towers because I'm so creative. Anyway, welcome. I want to show you guys the map and the general layout. Today we're going to work a ton on it, adding tons of new areas and basically giving those spires behind me here a purpose. This, the entire point of the map was that I thought the spires were really cool and I've been having a great time with them, and I wanted to do a spire versus spire map. So we have one spire on this side of the map, a large area here in the middle, and another huge spire over here. And I'm gonna let you know right now, it is a very big map, okay? Even the drop ships, the giant Pelican and giant Phantoms, they look very small here. Very, very small. An idea about the map? Remember the big Forerunner spire when Chief lands on Requiem? No, no Halo 4 stuff. Illegal, bad, no. But I know what you're talking about, the really tall one where it's like floating, kinda. Hold on, I'm gonna spawn in a snow warthog really quick. I want the warthog snow, there it is. We're gonna get our snow warthog down here, and we're gonna drive across the map and kind of feel out the vibe. Again, I can't stress enough how not finished the snog, yeah, this is the snog. I can't express enough how not finished this map is, but I want to at least take some of you guys around, boo, and show you what's going on here. So, welcome to the stream. Let's begin. So, first things first, obviously we start here under the giant spire shield of one of the bases. And generally, I think most people are probably going to head out into this rather open area here, which, of course, any giant open plains you see, we're probably going to fill in with some really nice and interesting environmental pieces, things like hills and pathways, cliffs and sorts. Now, throughout the entire middle of the map here, there's a giant crevasse, it's a technical term, and we have this large area here. There's going to be multiple bridges in the end that are going to connect these two parts of the map together. But for now, I just left it as a single bridge for testing purposes. You might also notice the map looks kind of ugly because the textures are super broken. Again, it's early. I just want to point that out. I think this map will look really good when it's done. You can kind of get a vision for it in this view here. The textures don't look too messed up. Big jump across the ravine. I would not make it. I would absolutely not make it at all. But yeah, I'm gonna take these rocks and things, I'm gonna make them smaller. Right now I think the rocks are probably a bit too large. We'll have some large ones, but I'll hand place the really big ones. Tunnel through the ravine. Well, I'm doing bridges right now. This is a temporary bridge I just kind of placed down here just so that there was one. But as you can see, the enemy spire is right over there. So I could drive over there if there was, and I might actually put some like bases and things here, possibly a way to connect up to the large area over there. But we're going to go ahead and drive into the enemy spire over here with the hog and kind of feel out the vibe of this zone. So I'm actually a pretty big fan of the map layout so far. I do think it needs some improvements, frankly, but I don't think it's bad by any means. I think this is a really, really good start. Figured out why you were echoing. I had started the live stream on Discord. Yeah, I figured you probably just had it up some way like that. But yeah, this is, right now anyway, what the secondary base spire looks like. It's fine. Too many rocks, like I was saying, but we'll get there. And let's head over, wait for it, through here. Every base, each base on each side, I should say, has a small pathway. Well, it's rather large, actually, but with like big cliffs and stuff, which take you into this area over here, which is basically a smaller zone, which you could have a sort of middle objective at. So, you know, if you wanted to add some kind of smaller base of sorts here, which I may actually end up doing, it's very much doable. And it ends up just being a smaller sort of arena. It's still very large. You can see the Warthog is tiny in comparison to the environment around it. But relative to the rest of the map, it's a somewhat small area that is slightly disconnected from the rest of the map. Though, that said, if you were in something like a Pelican, you would not have any trouble getting over there. Shipwreck? Yeah, I think I'm going to probably put a giant crash frigate or something off the map over down in that zone over there, because that's where the big cliff is. If it EMP for Spire shields that temporarily deactivates it, maybe? Yeah, I'm planning on doing something similar to that. But yeah, in any case, you could, and don't mind the untextured rock here, that's totally a feature. What if the ravine is a result of a crashed frigate? That would be cool. I'm not entirely sure how I want to like theme the map like lore-wise and give environmental storytelling, but I do like that idea. Could we Covenant Cruiser with purple corridors? We could. I definitely want to have some kind of interior environments other than just the spires. But yeah, you could fly the Pelican over to this zone and start firing on people. The thing that this map needs the most right now is terrain that you can actually hide in and hide behind. Because as cool as it is to see these overwhelmingly large snowy plains, it's pretty obvious to me that you're just going to get totally destroyed by things like Pelicans and stuff on this map. But I have news, okay, about this Pelican here. This Pelican will not have guns on it. In fact, I don't plan on really having any of the dropships on this map having guns that the driver uses. All of the big dropships and things on this map are going to require a gunner to get in order to actually operate the guns. As it stands right now, it would be way too unbalanced to be able to just boost around in a Pelican and absolutely blast people. And that would be totally, totally broken. So all of the dropships on this map will be nerfed with only passenger seats having guns on them. Will there be forge variants so you can spawn at least, so the choice is still there? Probably. I'll add some kind of forge to the map. Nothing like insane, but I'll try to get something that works pretty good. But yeah, the idea today is we basically look at the layout of this map and we start sculpting brand new terrain features into it. Now, I kind of want to look at some of the other maps in Halo 3 to get an interesting idea for how the terrain could actually be sculpted to be more interesting. And so the way I want to do that today is by going into campaign. I want to take a look at the mission The Ark and the mission The Covenant, because I think those two are going to be really good inspiration. I recommend look up Star Fox Assault Machine. Why? For what reason? What is it? What does that mean? That's so vague. What do you mean? Maybe add some avalanche man cannons? I probably will. Stuff like that's going to be really important if you're on foot. I'm going to have to find some way to make it so when you're on foot, it doesn't really end up being like really crappy. It's a snow map. Oh, I see. But yeah, any of you guys who are popping in here from the YouTube shorts I've been putting out lately, welcome to the stream. You can join in and give me suggestions and ideas for what to do with these mods. Half of the really cool stuff I end up doing comes from you guys in chat, so, you know, pretty cool. Lots of the multiplayer maps that are set on the Ark are actually really interesting geometry-wise. Yeah, that's what I want to poke around at and see, because I totally agree. I thought the Ark was just sand. Am I stupid? The mission, the Ark, is sand, but the Ark itself, is much like a Halo ring, has tons of biomes all over it. I mean, if you think about the mission, the Covenant, that's also on the Ark. So you kind of go from a desert to a sort of like grassy area. And technically there was supposed to be, you know, the map, the multiplayer map from Halo 3 Guardian was originally going to be a campaign mission. So that's that big jungly forest there was also supposed to take place on the Ark. And I mean, it technically does. They just never actually finished the mission and put it in the game. Forgot the name of the one with the giant bridge. Japhyrophobia. Pretty sure that's it. From Halo 1, right? Japhyrophobia? Oh, Narrows, yeah. I was thinking of the Halo 1 map. But yeah, Narrows is a good one, that's true. Hey, Davy Jones! Good to see you, man. Thanks for the 2.
Cold snap. Nah. Frigid clap.
It's a dumb name. Thank you for the 2. I like how just confident you were. It's like, nah, frigid clap. Fire, dude. Straight fire. Alright, I wanted to take a look at this mission because the Ark has some really interesting formations. Natural formations. Narrow's final name is Chill. Yeah, I'll take a look at Narrows and see if there's some good inspiration I can get from there. But the thing I wanted to take a look at here was this. So it's really interesting to me how the rocks and sand kind of interact and play together here. I'm trying to get some inspiration, and I don't know if I'm going to add any large-scale Forerunner structures to the new map, but if I do, I would like to use something like this because I think this looks really, really good and could definitely fit in with the map. Like, it's just a cool piece, you know? It's a very cool piece. This is always fun, having features and things like this structure here. I actually have this full structure on Huge Grass. There's one around each of the 2 anti-air cannons by the lake, and I might end up reusing certain Forerunner pieces like this on the map in order to add some more structures and things and make the map feel a bit more interesting and diverse. But what I'm really liking here, honestly, are the caves. I don't have any current plans to do caves, but I may include them. In your next mod, am I going to recreate an entire Halo ring accurate to the scale of Halo 3? Listen, we have the Halo 2 Anniversary Forge map Skyward in Ultimate Forge right now with a giant Halo ring below you. I would count that as exactly what you're talking about. That could be a base of some kind. Exactly what I'm thinking. Or at the very least, just a good piece of cover. But it would be cool to, like, actually put a base in there. One thing I was debating was whether or not to do things like the Halo Reach Forge pieces, right? Like, I could build, like, those little Blood Gulch outposts out of the Forge pieces, but actually, like, build them into the map itself so they're not actually objects, but they're, like, you know, real. The ambient audio sounds would fit the map. Yeah, the ambient audio sounds here are really good for the new map. I'm going to go and move a little bit further into the level here. Adam, thanks for the 2!
I have an idea for additional bridges and crossings.
All right.
Zanzibar and make destructible constructs. Either ice or artificial, but they need to be destroyed from the opposite side. Also, does that mean you've decided against frigid or ice cap?
I think the poll, the most popular name when I ran the poll in chat yesterday was... Shoot, it was, oh my god, what was it? It was like 2 words. I would have to go back and check. I don't think it was ice cap, and I don't think it was frigid, though. I'm pretty sure it was the other one. Though those were close up. I think frigid was the number 2 pick. I love these sand dunes, dude. I gotta say, I know this is like a really small thing, but the way these sand dunes are modeled and textured to me is just so simple, but so satisfying. Huge crack. Yeah, permafrost. Thank you. Thank you, Ethereal. Yeah, permafrost is the best name right now. You guys voted on it.
My obligation to say bald at least once of the day has been fulfilled.
I'm not bald.
So your best bet is probably looking at Avalanche for Forerunner integration with a snowy environment.
True. Very true. Well, the reason I'm on this map right now is not... If we just, like, squint our eyes really hard and pretend this map is made out of snow, these cliff shapes are really interesting. And that's mostly the kind of inspiration I'm trying to go for right here, is just looking at these cliffs and trying to get inspired for terrain. David Jones!
Miss Paul Russell's design language for Forerunner structures.
True.
The magic just went away with all the tech panel greebles and LED light strips. Elegance in simplicity. Bungie was so good at atmosphere.
True.
Forerunner worlds were alien and familiar.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at this. This is so cool. I mean, it's very simple, relatively speaking. I mean, it's not simple when you start looking at some of the more intricate designs on it, but, like, realistically, these scream Forerunner, they scream alien, and they just feel right. There was a very specific vibe to them, and I think it was nailed. S3D Avalanche, aka Diamondback, is a nice canyon terrain, but then again, it's not snowy. Well, they don't have to be snowy. I'm just looking at shapes. If you just ignore the textures and the atmosphere, and we just look at shapes here, I feel like there's a ton of potential. What I like about this particular area here and why I'm trying to kind of study it right now is because this map and the way that it's laid out is so perfect for what I'm trying to do on the other map. Like, imagine instead of an enormous flat open plain, there was like a series of like these kind of corridors. If you want to call this area a corridor, you could have a series of like these corridors separated by these very large cliffs that are kind of like windswept over the top. And I think the way that it separates out the entire map here is extremely interesting, and I definitely want to try out terrain like this and see just how possible it is to make pathways between stuff. So I'm going to pop open Blender really quickly. And I'm going to start doing some test sculpt ideas and see just what I could do with the map. So this is what the map looks like in Blender right now. I'll go ahead and pop the map open in game as well, but I'll try to get some inspiration on everything. So I'm going to hide these. And I'm going to hide the trees and stuff. So my best bet for getting actually good terrain here, I think, is going to be making my cursor very small and making sure dynamic topology is set to a pretty high detail level. So now I'll be able to actually paint like interesting geometry and terrain throughout this area. Davy Jones, thanks for the 2, man.
No unnecessary flurries of floating tech bits that materialize from thin air either. Floating structures were so specific and drew attention to them because they had a priority function.
True.
Like elevators, gondolas, and the Citadel's control podium.
Now they just had entire towers floating in Halo 4. Adam, thanks for the 2.
According to Ziad Connolly 057 in the stream chat, permafrost is apparently an official Forge canvas map in Infinite. Looked it up before making this dono and it's unfortunately true.
Well, that's fine. They don't own permafrost. I still think it's a really, really good name. Alright, what if we split up the map angle here by, like, kind of making two separate lanes? Or, like, at least a lane right here that you kind of can go through, like a thin one right there. And then I'm just going to draw, like, roughly onto the ground, and then we're going to decide whether or not it would actually be good. So we could have one like that, and that could be some kind of, like, big split in the ground. And then maybe... Not that anyone's really going to be coming over to this area, but we could do something like that. And then I could maybe draw it, like, a little bit this way. And then you could have, like, another opening here, and then a sort of a cliff here. And then that would kind of, like, split up and hide some stuff. Maybe there could be, like, an extrusion right here that kind of pulls out of the wall and allows you to have a little bit of cover there. Then as you come all the way down here, and these are really big, by the way. These are very, very large structures that I'm just painting down. There should be two bridges. I'm actually going to put three. There's going to be one there. I might actually move this one a little higher, but there's going to be one there, and then one there. That way you always have good options. That's the Cold Snap Bridge. Actually, it was the bridge JS designed for me for my Halo 3 Extinction map. But yeah, it looks pretty similar. Ethereal, thanks for the 2. Appreciate the support.
How many donos to name it huge crack?
Dude, I got a comment on my fucking YouTube short earlier today because I name dropped Huge Grass, and somebody was like, I thought this was really cool, but my favorite part is when you told us your map name, Huge Grass, and I was just like, bruh, they don't understand. It's a reference to an old Halo Custom Edition mod. I swear, I'm not just fucking around. I am just fucking around. Okay. So I kind of like the shapes I'm drawing here. And as much as I would love to make both sides completely different, for the sake of fairness, I should probably make these relatively symmetrical. So, okay, so this one kind of goes all the way up to there, and it kind of does like an S curve. Wait, it goes out and then in and then out. So like out and then in and then out like that. Okay, there we go. Relatively symmetrical. Mimic some of the terrain with structures and cover. Yeah, I'll be putting buildings and things in here too. I'm just trying to draw some basic shapes down to make the environment, you know, have some more interesting like stuff going on with it. One thing that might be a good idea here, actually, is to build, like, a sort of a line poking out of the wall here. Oh, no, I actually did that over there already. I just forgot to copy it. Like that, right? That's pretty good. And then I feel... And you gotta understand, too, these areas are so large. So I need to make sure that there's a lot going on here. Otherwise, it's really just not going to feel that helpful to even have these structures at all. Like, this is the size of a Pelican. Right? Like, it's kind of clipped into the bridge. But that's a whole-ass Pelican. So a player is going to be, like, slowly walking around whatever this thing is. Banana for scale? I can do you a player for scale. Banana wouldn't even be a pixel on the screen right now. It would be so small. Here's our Pelican, though. So this is, you can tell, this is a very large structure. There we go. Yeah, so let's bring back Sculpt mode with our lovely dynamic topology. Snow dunes. Yeah, I do plan on, like, kind of making the map not perfectly flat. Having some hills and things would go a long way. I mean, obviously the map has a decent, like, angle to it as it stands already, but I would like to add in some, like, flatter areas, some hills and things like that. This map is so large and there's so much space in the geometry to work with it. But here's my idea for now anyway. I kind of want to cover this cliff up and over, kind of like tuck it over the edge here. I'm going to give that a try. I'm gonna kind of bring this whole shape up. I don't want it to be... I'm really gonna try and lean into this S-curve shape for it so that it feels a little bit more interesting. So the idea is I'm basically just gonna like pull it out of the ground like that. Try to smooth it on this side a little bit, but on this side I really want it to be like... increase my brush size. I really want it to be like yanked up and out of the ground here. So yeah, it's got that kind of like sweeping shape to it. I definitely need to make the base a bit thicker here, but I do want to just get this sweeping shape functioning. What about a name like Polarize? That's also a good name. Polarize definitely feels like a very Halo-y kind of name. Huge crack is cooler, trust. Certainly something.
Not to be that guy, but this map unironically has 2 giant tits and a huge crack. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry, but I'm also disappointed in myself slightly.
Thanks for the 2, David Jones. VFX. That guy's weird, dude. Who the heck is that guy? Somebody come get their man. No, I'm playing. I know. Okay. I know it kind of looks like there's a giant pair of titties on it. Or maybe like... Wait, it looks like a fly. Or like a butterfly. You know, it's got like the long little thing. And it's got his beady eyes. Dude, it's a giant fly with this little proboscis. Looking at you. Polarize does for the map name? Yeah, it does. That's kind of a sick name. Alright, I'm gonna try making a really cool sweeping pointy shape out of this if I can. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. It's so good. Oh, maybe smooth this bit out a little. Ooh, ooh, oh, that's nice. That's nice. I like that shape. That's really cool. Modded Gamer, thanks for the 3, man.
Have you decided if this is gonna be set on a Halo or not yet? If so,
nope.
you could potentially utilize a phased pulse generator room since there is fully modeled ones in campaign.
What is the phase pulse generator room again? Is that the cartographer room? David
When
John,
you
thanks for
look
the
at
2.
the map from top down, it reminds me of that SpongeBob episode with the butterfly when it cuts to a microscope view of its face.
That's so funny
Nightmare
because
fuel as a child. Ugh.
that is literally what I was thinking in my head when I was looking at it and making the noise going. Turbo said, thanks for the 2.
Looks like a tardigrade's school photo.
Yeah, I guess. Is that like a tardigrade? I don't really remember what a tardigrade's face... No, a tardigrade has like a big circle face. You're gonna become rich? Give me money. Dude, that is $20. I'm hardly getting rich off of $24, but I'm very grateful for it, but rich is not a word I would use. When next short? Tomorrow. I'm doing a combination where I do the... Because remember yesterday when we did the glassing beam hitting the spire? I'm going to be doing that because it just looked so damn cool. And I got a bunch of requests from people asking me to do it, so I was like, fuck it. It's room from Halo 1 2 Betrayals where you sabotage the ring by running in the energy beams. 2 Betrayals, you sabotage the ring by... Oh. It's been so long since I played Halo 1, actually. I low-key kind of forgot about that. They're also in the Halo 3 level? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. In the Easter egg room on the final mission. Okay, I mean, that's a fine shape for now. I definitely want to improve that a little bit, but it'll do. As for this one, any ideas for Mac cannons? I mean, I have a half-working Halo Reach Mac cannon in the game that I could use, but I would have to finish it up. We do have a working Mac cannon on a Condor, but I think the Condor would be totally overkill for this map. Pelicans? Definitely gonna have Pelicans, yeah. Ooh, that's kind of nice. I like that. Very ridge-like. Okay, and then I'm gonna carve into the wall here and extrude this bit out. I'm gonna have this go like all the way up actually. This is gonna be like a very, very large terrain feature here. I think this will look cool. The skiff, yeah, I'll be adding the skiff to this map. I was thinking about that earlier before I started streaming. I was like, yeah, a skiff would go so hard on this map. That would be sick. I'm gonna try to make this area kind of look like a rock slide of sorts, just like a really big protrusion.
Also, why didn't you add the Lich edit with the music into the short? The edit from the cut Lich video you never released.
I do still plan on releasing the Lich video, actually. Ever since I did that short yesterday and I was working on it, I was like, well, I might as well just get the Lich video done. I got even more footage, and I already got most of the fixed footage for the Lich video, so it should be good now. Okay, that looks somewhat okay for like a landslide type ship. I need to cut into it a little bit though. That's fine. Lich here? I don't know. I can spawn in the Lich and see if it fits on the map or not. Let me reset my editing kit and pop over into the map. Because the Lich might actually be a good vehicle for this. I could put one. I was planning originally to put a Scarab in the center, but it might even be better to do a Lich. At the end of the day, the Lich low-key just is like a flying Scarab, so I feel like it's not a bad idea. Which kind of depends. We could do some testing on it. I feel like this map will probably be like somewhat playable within like a few days. It could be like actually playable. It just depends on how hard I go on actually like modeling everything and getting it functional. I would say a week, because I feel like a few days and I'm always off by a few days, so a week. Turbo Sim, thanks for the 2.
Can you use the full Lich edit? I've been waiting months. Please, I am begging.
I don't remember if the video's in a good enough state to watch. Oh, sent a video? I suppose I could bring it up. Wait, let me see. Oh, Skaboodly posted a new video. I didn't get to watch this earlier because I haven't had... Oh, my ears. Because I haven't had any time. Look at this, dude. Skaboodly's been cooking, bro. He's been cooking in Reach. Ethereal, thanks for the 2.
What if each base had a Lich? Sky Pirate battles.
That could be cool. You would still have to board them because, much like the Scarab, you can only destroy them through the core. Dude, look at Skaboodly video. He's been cooking, dude. His Halo Wars 2 mod in Reach. Look at those damage states. Ooh. Ooh. It always shocks me, dude, how much detail you put into this stuff. That's so crazy. The amount of effort you put in is nuts. That AR, though? Yeah, that's Skaboodly's AR. That's just clean. He's working on it. For those of you guys who are watching and don't know, Skaboodly is like... He's a AAA dev. He's insanely talented, far more so than myself. And he actually used to design some of the armors for Halo Infinite. But he's working on a Halo Reach mod right now that adds a bunch of Halo Wars content to it, and it's fucking awesome. It's so good. He modeled this thing. I think you modeled this one, right, Skaboodly? Yeah. Well, look at that, dude. Look at that. That's nuts. He's in fast mode right now. Dude, this thing takes damage. God damn. Does that plate come off too? We said Gears of War 2 tank? Loki does. That's a good point. Oh yeah, look at that. That part came off. See the exposed. I love that you like textured in the exposed like inner bits. That looks so good. Even the joints break, dude. This is a crazy level of detail. Holy hell, man. Yeah, driving around all covered in smoke and fire, deploying. Oh, that animation's so good. Holy shit. Do you have a full showcase of your updated Kodiak, dude? I would love to see how that works. in like not super fast motion. I remember you were sending me some like clips trying to get it working, but I don't know if you ever posted like a full detail one. I just love seeing the glowing blue barrels on that thing. That's such a cool-ass vehicle. Should I collab with them? Ah! I mean, I've done, like, what, a team... Have I even... No, I haven't even collabed with you. You've asked for my help a couple times, but I'm always just, like, too distracted. I'm bad to collab with. I would never recommend anyone collab with me. I get too distracted too easily. Highly unmedicated ADHD makes me like the worst to collaborate with. Dude, that's so sick. Tell me there's a clip of you in here, like, driving it. Oh, and the tires too? Show me. Oh, here we go. We got him driving it right here. I want to see. Oh, it's in fast motion again. Modded Gamer, thanks for the 3!
Skaboodily pretty based for replacing the Reach R with one that actually looks like a Halo 3 one if it were good.
True. Wait, what? Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna argue with that. Listen, I like how the Halo 3 AR looks, but I agreed it could use some work. Adam!
Map design idea. Check the ping in stream chat. Streamlabs doesn't have enough characters. Please read.
Okay, will do. I'll check stream chat in a second. What is this? Oh, it's in the shadow. Oh, you can see it glowing. That's so nice. The cheap lights and stuff on it looks so good. Dude, that is an insane job that you did there, man. That is so fucking awesome. There's like 6 different damage regions on the turret. That's insane. I would do like 1 damage region. It's so much effort to do even a single damage region. He said, straighten out the crack, add a human-type base in the back, then in the mountain above, either add the tail end of a cruiser or corvette. I get a lot of ideas here. This is like a fucking short story. Or make a massive gas chunk missing in the mountain in the back of the map, which resulted in half of the human structures being buried in ice, environmental storytelling, but straight crack in the ice is remnants of the Covenant glassing strafe to wipe out a stubborn human stronghold. That's cool, man. We could have like glowing stuff there. But the ship was shot down before the beam could burn it away, and the melting perimeter of the wall, mini avalanche compromised their position. They eventually fell, but not before taking a big-ass ship. That's a sick idea. Mass driver erected. Okay, so, sorry, I was reading that kind of bad, but the idea that Adam had was that this giant crack here would be like the result of a glassing, a Covenant glassing, and it would go all the way up to here, and there would be like a human base here that had like been covered and collapsed in an avalanche of sorts. I think that would be pretty fucking cool, to be honest. That's a good idea. I said all that yesterday. Well, that's a sick-ass idea. I think y'all are cooking with that. However, as an alternate viewpoint, I could just do Forerunner structures again, because then I can just be lazy and like stick them into the mountains and then not really have to justify why they're there. That's my counterpoint. I can just do it quick and easy. Forerunner structures are just built into mountains and shit. I don't have. It's easy, dude. Let me throw a little Forerunner thingy in the wall. It's like, how'd that get there? I don't fucking know, dude. It's a mystery. The Forerunners are weird like that. Fucking weird, man. Low-key, though, I do want to take that big Forerunner structure from the Ark and like kind of just shove it into the wall here. But I might end up doing something that maybe we could. I do like the idea of this crack being like a glassing beam remnant. Might end up doing that. I think having like a Covenant cruiser over there, and then maybe like down here it could be like fiery, or like have like glowing like bits, like fucking Gears of War emulsion all up in there, you know? But like, you know, plasma-y. That'd be cool. Foreigners were heavy into DMD. Hell yeah. Now we gotta figure out which BSP that's from on the Ark, but I think hey, Modded Gamer, thanks for the 420.
Out on this map and it would just work.
True, actually. That's a fairly good point. Well, like Halo 2 lockout, Halo 3 blackout would be a little bit strange, but yeah, true. Hold on, I want to let me save the map here really fast, and I want to grab the first part of the Halo 3 mission, excuse me, the Ark, because there's that really big Forerunner structure at the beginning that I think would look really good here. But I have to grab it from the actual data folder directory. It would be under levels, solo, 70 waste, structure. I'm going to go out on a limb here and assume that it's this one. Is this it? Yeah, right here. Perfect. So this thing, I think, would be kind of awesome to have in the mission. At least partly. I don't think it has textures, does it? No. But yeah, this would go kind of hard. I'm going to yoink this really quickly. What is that? Was called BSP Pillar Front. Okay. Waste 0, 0. And then and then 1 second. Yeah, what if we could literally just yoink it? So we go like object. What was it called? Front? I don't remember which one it was. That would be this one. Oh, right, it doesn't have its origin set. Yeah, but we could basically take this thing. I know it doesn't look like Forerunner stuff, but I swear, it totally is. Okay, look, I'll even make it gray. You know what, no, that's a waste of time. But we could have something like this here, which would be kind of sick. Actually, in-game... Oh, that's actually a nice way of, like, separating stuff out of it.
You should def open up Avalanche. There is so much inspiration you can use.
I think I will. I think I will. And thank you very much for that 420. Appreciate. Let's pop open Avalanche, like you said. Because you're right, Avalanche has a ton of stuff. I even looked at Avalanche not that long ago, and I remember just being like, damn, there's a ton of structures here that would fit extremely well. Okay, we're letting that pop open. 1 sec. I'm going to go AFK for 30 seconds. When I get back, Avalanche will be open. Okay, that was pretty easy. Look at that ice. Look at that snow. It's looking good, dude. Alright, yeah, the Avalanche inspiration is pretty awesome here. Like, I love this Forerunner structure. I think it looks so damn good. The bases are really nice, too. This weird-ass Spires sick. A lot of this, I feel like, is very, very usable in the map we're working on now. Oh, dude, especially the man cannons. Holy shit, look how far back into the wall they go. I didn't know they went that far back. That's cool. The Forerunner explodey things? Oh, you're talking about the... I don't know where they are, actually. I forget. But, yeah, I know what you're talking about. The bombs. Oh, this doorway would go so hard. Could you imagine just, like, seeing this built into a cliff on the map and you walk into, like, a whole cave structure? That would go super, super hard. I mean, I could theoretically even make, like, hallways and stuff out of this. This is pretty simple and easy to add in. Yeah, there's a lot here that would go and fit into the map really nicely. Like, ooh, even these snowy bits. Like, these are individual objects that I would be able to place around the map with their little steam vents. That would be nice. I feel like the snow textures would match pretty good, too. These snowy rocks also are individual objects I could just grab and place down. I don't plan on adding in, like, the icy cliffs here. I think I'm going to keep it kind of like stone snowy cliffs, the way the map already looks. But I'm not against switching it to the glaciers if it looks good. The problem is the way the glaciers are modeled is very carefully, and I'm not sure if I want to put in all that much effort, but we'll see. We'll see. In any case, I like these structures a lot. It would be cool to have a bunch of these just around the map. Yeah, this is nice, though. I could add, like... It's not out of the question to literally just, like, yoink the entire giant Forerunner structure right here and put it in the map. Ethereal, thanks for the 2!
IDK, having more than one rock seems blasphemous.
Yeah, that would go against Halo 3's design principles. Thank you for the 2. Dark, thanks for the 3!
Make the map yellow and call it Huge EP.
Why did it read it as Huge EP? So really sleepy maps, Huge EP. What a great map aesthetic. Yeah, dude. Avalanche looks amazing. It looks so good. I mean, and even... Oh, dude, you know what? Fuck, dude. I'm gonna rip all these Forerunner objects out of the map, dude. Ah, they look so good. How could I not, dude? Fuck! And they look so good! What about these? Are these scenery? No, these are actually just built into the map. Maybe they're device machines. Are they crates? Oh shit, they are, dude. Look at these. You can just place them down, copy and paste wherever you want them. That's how people used to make those modded saves in Halo 3 back in the day on file shares, because these were actually just objects that you could mod in anywhere you want in a Forge variant. Whee! Yeah, these are going to be pretty necessary if you're going to want to get anywhere on foot. So I'm going to put these all over the place, man. These are going to be on the map for sure. Ethereal, thanks for that too! Thank you.
Jeff Steers a voice. Wink.
Yoink. Modded Gamer as well. Thank you for the 3. You guys are going crazy on the tips today.
Take a look at Narrow's next 2.
Yeah, I'll take a look at Narrows. First, I'm going to rip a ton of the shit out of Avalanche, dude. I'm going to just yoink. It's time to yoink, dude. One of my favorite things is I'm, like, okay at modeling. I don't think I'm good enough to make something like that looks this good. Maybe if I had, like, an entire fucking, like, week to work on a single object, I could make something like this. So it's really nice to just go onto these maps and be like, oh, damn, that looks really good. I think I'll just take that. Yeah, but we'll look at Narrows next. Let me pop open my Halo 3 tool really quick. And we're gonna yoink Sidewinder, aka it's Avalanche. By the way, if there's a slight chance you didn't know, this map is a remake of the Halo 1 Sidewinder. Just throwing that out there. The actual map name in the files is literally Sidewinder. Just throwing it out there. Just letting you know. Alright, tool. Extract. Is there an extract structure data? There's not. Extract. Import info. Open quote. The geo itself would take like 30 minutes at most, but the textures would be the bulk of the time. Yeah, the textures would definitely be the bulk of the time. Although I would say it would definitely take longer than 30 minutes to model that thing. Not that it's insanely complicated by any means, but also it's still like, it looks good. It's going to take a little while to get to that level of refinement, I would argue. But true, it's mostly a textures game. All right, so we're going to go here. We're going to extract the map called, the file called sidewinder.scenario structure BSP, which is the actual map structure itself. And there we go, it extracted. So we can actually put that here into Blender now using the Blender toolkit real quick. Let me create a new file. Go here, 1 second. And we want to go to Data, Levels, DLC, Sidewinder, and then grab the structure that we just exported here. The tip goal's already halfway filled. I know! People are tipping like crazy today. I'm really grateful for it, though. Thank you guys so much. Insane generosity. I'm just glad to be working on fun maps again. Dude, I haven't worked on a new project in a while. I've been like, oh man, this is great. Whoa! Wait, what the fuck? Dude, these icebergs are instance geo pieces. I could just spam these down if I wanted to. What the fuck? That's awesome. Holy shit, maybe I will use these. Oh my god, wait! They're all instance geo pieces. What the fuck? All the cliffs? Are you kidding me? They're all instance geo. I can just yoink all of it. Even this giant one is a piece of instance geo. Holy fuck. There's like a bunch of them outside the map too. No way, dude. That's actually insane. I could use these instantly. How? I'm just realizing right now I've never opened this map before. Holy crap, dude. That's amazing. Davy Jones, thanks for the 2, man.
Here's a tip.
Okay.
Just the tip.
Oh.
Not any kind of advice.
Oh, okay.
Just literally a tip.
Oh.
Only the tip. Only just the tip. Tip sticky, the
Ew.
tip real sticky.
Ew!
No? Mushroom tip? Maybe that's too much. We'll just leave it at tip. Just tip.
Ew!
Just the tip. Enjoyed the tip.
Thank you so much for that tip. Really nice tip, actually. That was a great tip. Thank you for that really generous tip. Love that tip. Yeah, even this looked dead. Oh my god, I'm so upset I could build the entire map out of these awesome pieces of, like, iceberg chunks, dude. Ah, this makes me so mad. Like, in a good way. Modded Gamer, thank you for the 3!
Halo 3 DLC go
True. Oh, wait. Okay, this is kind of really obvious now that I look at it, but blue side is made up of these icebergs, and the red side is made up of the stone. And that means that all of these chunks over here in Blender are like actual stone cliff chunk pieces, which is kind of sick. Oh, dude, the man cannons are a single giant piece. Oh. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to use all these. Ooh, these are the ice bombs. Hey, Darksteel,
okay,
H3!
the joke is Sidewinder is chilly and Halo 3 DLC goes
Okay, dude.
Also, the ice below is instance geoic.
Yeah, I think you're right. The ice shelf. What does that look like in game? Oh, dude, me when I'm fucking stealing that instantly. Holy shit, that is now mine. Why, yes, I will steal this. Thank you very much. Adam, thank you for the 1. Said check stream chat for a well-drawn mock-up of my earlier idea. It's beautiful. It's a work of art, really. Who's that guy? He looks weird. Human fortification. Yeah, that part I get. Oh, you were saying the ship crash would be up here. I was imagining it would be down low. Also, arguably, the crack in the middle of the map could just be like that. It could just not be a straight line. Then I don't have to do more work. Pretty good idea, right? Oh my god, I just realized the map's not symmetrical. What the fuck? Ethereal, thank you for another 2.
Don't forget to include the tactical
That's true. Well, tactical BRs. I think I make it the tactical BR kind of a nerfed BR, but it would be kind of fun. Okay, I'm yoinking. All right, at the very least, okay, I am taking the following. I'm taking the ice shelf. Oh man, wait, this is made up of like a lot of pieces, isn't it? How many pieces is this? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's not that many. Never mind. I lied. That's actually pretty simple. Gut the place. Yeah, actually, I think that's the plan here. Take that, that, that. This. What's left? Okay, just these 2 pieces here. Boom. Boom! Wait, what are these? There's 2 little flag blockers. Interesting. Oh, and these. Can't forget the bottom. Am I missing anything? That might be everything. This is a really cool structure piece. Oh. Oh, it's attached to the entire base. Okay, I guess I have to just, like, yoink everything along with it. That's fine. We'll make it work, dude. I can just split this up into different pieces and remove the parts that I don't want. Fine by me. I mean, technically, I could also just grab these bits, too, right? Like, that's not crazy, is it? I'm not going to add in these full bases, but they look good. You're not sorting objects into collections? I'm about to. That's going to be how I'm going to import it. Usually when I'm trying to export stuff, I just select the things that I want, and then I just shove them into a collection, and then import the whole collection and append it into my main project. Okay, I'll just do this for now. I'll grab these. I'll come back for probably a bunch of these cliffs and things, but for now, this should be okay. Alright, I'll be in our append 1, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to append it into the main project here. And hopefully it looks good. As much as I like the this thing here. I feel like this would be a lot cooler, frankly. Let's hide that for now. We gotta unparent all of these, but keep their transforms. Okay, like realistically, if I wanted to like bring this in as like a giant structure, could I? Because it's kind of built in such a way. I mean, that's pretty cool, actually. A little bit weird in this area here, but I don't think it's bad. What's that look like in game? Is it like untextured at all? No, it's textured. I might sculpt the turret a bit more so it fits here. Gyarados! It's Gyarados Stiff.
Hey,
thanks for the 5.
Modding expert here.
Oh, hello.
That map doesn't look right.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
I mean, I think so.
Sidewinder doesn't look like that.
Oh, I see.
Hope this helps.
That helps a lot, actually. I'm going to destroy the entire project now. I no longer have any desire to work on it. You've ruined it for me, and I'm now depressed massively, so... Ooh. Hold on, what is this? What the fuck? Now, this. Heat probe cylinder. What? What is a heat probe? You know, I don't even care, actually. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save this to a new file. We're going to delete heat probe cylinder, because frankly, I have no clue what it is, and it scares me. And now we can just shove these man cannons into walls. Like cultured individuals. I'm probably going to have to make like extra powerful man cannons for this. I think that would shoot you at the right angle. Let me see, let me go in game. How close to the ground are these usually? Actually, yeah, what is the purpose of this? I can't even get in that. Why are these there? Oh, maybe they're supposed to be like heat vents. Okay, normally they're supposed to be like pretty low to the ground. In order to jump in, you'd want it like, so that part's barely sticking out. Then you can pretty comfortably jump in. So I probably want to lower it a bit like that. And now that's actually usable. Okay, cool, cool. I'm definitely gonna have to yoink some of these materials here. Hold on, I gotta do, you, foundry. Yeah, I need a heat probe. Oh, I need a lot of materials, actually. I gotta yoink some of these from Avalanche real quick and put them into my own materials folder. So we go levels, DLC, River War, or not River World, Sidewinder. I need to grab man cannon everything. Tube, cylinder, blah, 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 man cannon, everything. Then heat probe cylinder. I'm gonna grab all of these, frankly. And then I think it's good. Man cannon, heat probe. Yeah, that's more than enough. Doesn't even use all those. Yes, we'll go into our shaders folder, and I'm gonna do Sidewinder. I'm gonna organize these so we know where they come from. Then I also am probably going to need to grab a bunch of materials for this section here. Darksteel, thank you for the 3!
Reason for those being there, none there in there basically for stylistic reasons, so you shouldn't be afraid to have them on walls you can't reach randomly.
True! I mean, like half of them, or like a couple of them work, but you know. You right. I can just put them all over the place. To me, it looks like they're there to, like, thaw out the map, you know? It's like, it's too cold here. Melts the glacier. It's a big old... It's like a hair dryer. That's what I think of them. Just big old hair dryers slowly melting the glacier away. As for these... Oh, shoot, I should probably add these, huh? I totally forgot about the ground-based ones. These would be great to have as well. Yeah, let's do that too. Oops. Oopsies. How have I been? I haven't tuned in since you last worked on Ultimate Forge. What's up, Army of Drakes? Holy shit, good to see you. We're working on a brand new map right now. that has like these fully destroyable Covenant Spires that are very freaking cool. And I'm currently decorating it and coming up with nice structure pieces to add into the map. Have you considered making maps inspired by Halo Wars maps? I have. I've never done it, but I kind of like the idea of doing it one day. It's just a lot more work than you would think. But I'm certainly not against it by any means. Okay, that's cool and all. I have the man cannon. I gotta go get the ground man cannon. I can't just like not get the ground man cannon. Can't believe I forgot that. Right here. Man cannon small. What the fuck is small about this? Where is my new collection? Yeah, there's that pinned to... There we go. Okay, so we got these two things in. You know what? I'm also going to add in these. The ice chimneys. I think these are really cool. There's a couple different versions of them that I like. It looks like these are the tall one, but those are mostly the same. Then we have this smaller one like that. Hey, Ethereal, thanks for the 2! Appreciate it.
If we could go back in time, I bet we'd find out many of these esoteric Forerunner structures were just McDonald's.
Truly mysterious. We have no idea what this glowing, incredible blue device is, and it's just like, that fries the patties. Makes them taste good. I like them. Oh, dude, there's so many pieces of things here that I could use. Oh, there's so many structure pieces. I'm gonna steal all of them! Yeah, we got some ice chunks, so that's good. I like that. I like that. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Yoink everything. Dude, there's so much good stuff. I forget which one of you suggested Avalanche already. Sorry, but god damn, were you cooking with that? I was like, yeah, I'm sure there'll be like some good stuff, I guess, but no, it's the best shit ever. And I'll grab the big old ice shelf as well. Anything else here that I want to grab? That's just the terrain. Dude, this is the basic naked map terrain. Look at that, man. There's Sidewinder. You know, it is relatively open here. I just want to study this for a second, see. Maybe we can do just some like basic shelves and things. I'm going to try that on the map in a sec. I think the biggest issue I have with the map is that even though I am sculpting in these like little areas here, there's no like variety to the terrain height. There really just isn't. And I feel like it would be better if I gave a little bit of terrain height variety. You know, like what if there was like, what if everything here was just kind of like risen upward? And then I kind of like cut into the ground here. Kind of did a bad job of it, but the idea is there. Kind of cool. Got a little bit of height variety to the map there. Would using a drawing tablet help with stuff like this? Maybe. I'm not really like massively into sculpting. It's not particularly useful for me, I would argue, just because I don't really do a ton of sculpting. God, that really is just like a sharp angle, isn't it? Maybe I should have done the opposite. I might have to like raise part of the map up here. It's a lot. I'll like lower this a bit. May have gone a bit too hard when I sculpted the original geometry. Okay, clearly they would be Burger Kings, as Burger King back in 2007 had Coke and fries, eh? No, I can't escape it. I like this. I like this. Makes it feel like you kind of rise up and go up and in here. That's cool. That's cool. Kind of a steep climb though, to be honest. But I like that it creates like this upper plateau area. It makes the entire terrain feel a bit more interesting. Oh my god, I don't have dynamic topology on. I was wondering why everything looks so horrible. I always forget, man. I always forget to turn on dynamic topology. I'm sculpting away in poop mode this whole time, making everything look terrible. Okay, that's pretty cool. That looks a lot better. Okay, like this pathway down here, this is going to end up being like a fairly defensible spot, I think. I think maybe I'll even raise up like some kind of rock boulder here in the middle. Yo, thanks for the...
Probably looks bad not because of poop mode, but you don't have your Coke and fries halo.
True. Fuck, you're actually so right about that. Well, the problem is it's not 2007 anymore. I can't get my Burger King Coke and fries halo, the reference to the hit video game Halo 3, which released in 2007. Okay, that'll do for now. I really like this area. I think this is shaping up to look really good. It feels pretty interesting. I should probably mimic it on the other side. Well, no, I can do it on this side, and then I could just, once I actually like the layout, I'll go onto the other side and put it over there as well. This, so far, I feel like is pretty good. Modded Gamer, thanks for that very generous 69.
Not with that attitude, you can't.
What?
This is why you are bald, cause you can't believe.
Believe the hit catchphrase from Halo 3, the game that released in 2007 to critical acclaim? That kind of believe? I believe in my friends. Okay, then. I'm freaking liking this. This is so flipping epic. Alright, real talk, do I add a giant boulder in the middle? Wiener rock. Do I add a big old wiener rock here? I feel like I should. I feel like there should be a big old rock here. Like, it'll be like a big central spire. Yeah, provides a little bit of cover in the middle.
You must believe in Coke and Fries Halo like it's 2007, otherwise you can't ever have hair again.
Thank you for the very generous 420. Wait, I have hair. I have plenty of hair. I'm fine. Thank you very freaking much, John Gamer. Yeah. I don't know if I want to do any more swept rocks. I'm kind of over the swept rocks. I already have a decent amount of them. Maybe I will just do a big old boulder. Like, that's fine. Like, obviously I can touch it up and make it look prettier later, but like, that's fine. Maybe one of those Forerunner circles from the Ark? Oh! That's a good idea. Good idea. I like this, though. It kind of creates, like, this circular shape to the entire area. It's a lot more, like, visually interesting. God, I really just want to keep putting this in game so I can get a feel for, like, how it looks. But every time I want to put it in game, it's like a fucking 10, 15-minute process to let it, like, load and import the whole thing. Guys are stressing about all this bald talk. He's gonna go bald because that's what I keep saying! It's like they want me to go bald. They're upset that I'm not actually bald, and they're just trying to stress me out. And then I'll show up one day. My hair's not gonna gray, it's gonna fall out, bro. Try making a big drivable semi-truck in a hill tier. I haven't done that yet, but I did the civilian car from ODST pretty recently. That was a lot of fun. Pretty good. Nipple rock. It's a boulder. A freaking boulder, dude. Modded Gamer, thank you for the 3.
You should look at Narrows now.
Oh, true. I forgot I was going to do that. I did say I was going to do that, didn't I?
Journal entry, day 120, losing hope. We tried every known conventional form, gentle information, insulting him, pleading with him, showing him undeniable proof, but nothing has yet convinced RJ of the reality that he is, indeed, bald.
What the fuck kind of gaslighting projection is that? I'm clearly not bald. The person who's losing his mind is me over the fact that you keep calling me motherfucking bald, which I'm not. Ooh, look at those Forerunner structures. How nice! I love that, by the way. I've always loved this giant fucking ring here. It's so cool. I don't really understand what the purpose of it is, but it looks awesome. He's lying. We've hung out IRL. I've seen his hair plugs. Bro, what the fuck is this, dude? I don't have hair plugs. That makes it worse because you do know me IRL and people are going to believe you. Dude, I could actually just shove a Narrows base into a wall somewhere. The problem with Narrows right now is that I couldn't really use this bridge. One, because it's really small. And two, it's curved. I don't know how I would uncurve a Narrows base, frankly. Kind of looks like they curved it like... I don't know, actually. To make an evil NPC version of yourself that is constantly screaming about how he's not bald even though he is bald. Dude, I watched the new Smiling Friends episode recently and I was like, that's gonna be me, dude. I'm gonna get so stressed from you guys calling me bald every fucking day that I stream, which lately has been like literally every single day of my life. And then I'm just gonna be that guy sacrificing fucking glebe glorbs for anti-balding medication. Hello, what up? What up, Star Wars? How's it going? Yeah, I think, I don't really know what I would be able to grab from here. The cliffs are okay. I feel like Avalanche, just for the most part, has pretty much all of this, but upgraded. So, oh, maybe the water. No, we don't really have waterfalls. I don't know. Narrows is, it's okay. It's fine. You're a cutie without the glasses? I like to think I'm a cutie with them, too. Yeah. Okay, now I want to think about how I want to do this next part. Lockout, maybe? Nah. Lockout. I don't need all that. Hold on, I'm gonna, like, go in and make the edges of this gigantic cliff here a little bit more detailed. Gonna need a lot of this.
Maybe check out the final mission as well. Terry's some inspiration there.
True. I'll give it a look. Patty T with the $6.87 specifically. Thank you.
Just imagine the donos coming in after you announce a head shaving donation goal reward.
I need a haircut, not to be shaved bald. Oh, no. I do not wish to go bald. I saw Ludwig go bald, and it was brutal, man. It was brutal. I don't want that for me. I do not want that for me. Mentatavio, I know, you got beaten ever so slightly by Modded Gamer. Yeah, okay, you know what, you're right, actually. The final mission could have some really good inspiration, especially since it's already a snowy map, and it does have some terrain that could give a little bit of inspiration to me. I think the thing that's been the most inspirational was looking at how Avalanche was kind of shaped. I mean, looking at the Arc also helped, but in a kind of different way, because what I did here, giving this like an entirely different like level up upon which it sits, I think is going to be extremely interesting, and I kind of want to do more of that, honestly. I want there to be like a lot of different like separate, like maybe I could even make it so that you can like go up here, because originally this was going to be a cliff, but it might actually be cooler if instead I make this like... Ooh, there we go. Adding some detail into that really made it pop. The low poly version of this cliff has been killing me, man. Do I even keep this as a cliff, I wonder? I'd be better off just like... I could do a thing where like the terrain kind of like goes up all over here a bit, and there could be like a little flattened ramp you use.
Don't worry, I've already organized with Skaboodily to shave your head next time you two hang out. He will be paid in full once the job has been completed.
Huh? How much did you even pay him? How much does he sell his soul for? I'm curious now. Bro's gonna be like 3 paper clips. He really wanted to do it. I didn't even have to try. Okay, that area looks a lot cleaner. That makes me happy. I'll do AI wars on this map. I would like to add in AI, like functional AI on this map somewhere. I think it'd be kind of cool. Maybe like a little AI base that like respawns them through scripts. Yo, Orcs, thanks for the
Wake
5.
up. We miss you.
Huh?
The explosion at the hair removal spray factory was not your fault. Please,
fuck,
wake up.
Hair removal spray? Suddenly, I'm getting memories back. It can't be true! No! No! They deserve it. I'm just going through all of the edges of the map right now. The reason I'm doing this is they're all set to be like really low detail because the original sculpt I did of the map terrain was in low detail. But by doing this, I'm basically forcing all of the edges around all of the important terrain areas to become a lot higher detail, which is pretty important to do here. And when I actually go through and decide to smooth them out, it'll be a lot easier to work with them. Ideally. Thank you for the 3!
He has important information he just put in chat.
Oh, what did he say? He said his next birthday, Drake's hair is going to get sucked back into his scalp like the needles on a needler, one by one. Oh, that sounds awful. Also, that's not how hair works at all. There's not like a fully grown hair in your head. Like, what? Ugh. That's some like body horror, just having a bunch of hair. Like, that would mean my entire head would be covered in ingrown hairs. I think I'd rather die. That would be so unbelievably painful. Yes. Scalp super combined. Have I ever told you guys how much I hate it here sometimes? Crazy, but it's true. I have this idea all of a sudden that there's kind of like an overhang cave area. Like in here. That's kind of cool. I want to do it on both sides so that they both have a cool little cave area. Kind of freaking neat, dude. Hey! Thank you for the 2 Skullworks.
Yes, I literally wasted money on this.
Oh my god! You people are insane. There's something wrong with you. I didn't realize how asymmetrical these two were. What the fuck? I'm not fixing it, but... Huh. Neat. This is very satisfying. I don't know about you guys, but I find this very therapeutic. Like, I'm sure watching it might not be as much fun as I'm having working on it, but it is very nice to just slowly, like, sculpt out all these little bits and bobs and such. Dude, I can't wait to be 60 with a full head of hair still, and then you guys are all bald instead. It'll be like just a cruel curse played on you for your evil, dastardly deeds. Not bad. Smooth it out a little bit in there. Feels a little better. Definitely need to like work on the bottom parts a little bit more, but it's not too shabby. The whole map feels a lot cleaner. Now I can actually feel more comfortable working on the terrain without it all being made of like gigantic Lego blocks. Dark Steel, thanks for the 3, dude!
Now that Skullworks mentions it,
what?
How much have PPL like Davey, modded, Joe and I wasted to just call you bald?
Too much!
You might be bald, but man, we're going to be broke if we keep throwing our money away in such a stupid fashion.
True.
OBTW, bar, out of funds.
Bah! Why did he say it like that? Like it was like the last word you ever spoke before you fucking died. Bah! Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you guys are doing that. I mean, I can't really complain too much because, like, now I can buy groceries. Yay. But, like, also, what the fuck, man? Our last words on our deathbed, like, that motherfucker's hella bald, man. He's fucking and then fucking, that's it. It's over. That looks pretty good. We're gonna work on this area next. I don't really know the. I'm gonna have to decide whether or not I want to like carve in a giant thing. Real green. My protection plan I got at a cheap Best Buy because I worked there. Came in clutch because I broke my OLED monitor. I was able to play. How the fuck did you break it? What the fuck happened, man?
Bald.
Oh my god. Modded Gamer, thank you so much for the 250. Bro, literally just proving the point. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna spend even more money just to call him bald. Literally can't be stopped. He's a fucking menace, dude. Is this an idea I actually like? That could be cool. I guess. I don't know. I think it's a really steep hill to drive up. And also it looks kind of weird. Hey, broken, I was waiting for my apartment back up. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to draw that there. Skaboodly. Oh, wait! Also, Beer McDrinky. I know that guy. Thank you for the $5.
I'll spend money to not call you bald. Not bald.
I have so much hair! Woo! I can't really tell the difference between 360 hertz and 480 hertz. Dude, I heard that over 240 hertz, you really can't tell a difference. I really hate learning After Effects. You and everyone else. After Effects is so fucking old and barely held together. It's so shit. I also hate After Effects. I have to use it for stuff like the stream animations and all the stuff you see on screen is all After Effects and Photoshop, but like, man, did that shit suck to do. Holy. Okay, I'm gonna go stand up real quick again. I'm gonna take a short break. I've already been sitting for like another 45 minutes. I'm gonna go stretch my legs. I will be right back.
Quickly everyone spam bald in chat.
What happened? I came back to... What did... Skullworks, thank you for the 2! Quickly everyone spam bald in chat. No. No, I'm here. God, I can just leave. It's fine, I can just leave. What was my comment about the shaders? Wait, what did you say? Oh, you're talking to Chiefster. He's working on a PBR shader for Halo 4 and a new reflective surface out, which is nearly as reflective as my head. Okay, dude. Thank you so much. Really, Skaboodly. You know, having you here means the most. Now my friends are here to support me in all the ways that matter. I'm gonna rise this whole terrain up a bit. Make it a little taller. That was nice. That was nice. You're enjoying the chair stream? I bet you were. Your favorite streamer, my fucking chair. He's smothering the chair. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm rubbing it in, dude. It's fucking chair. I'm straight evil. Dude, I really want to see this in game and see if it's any good. Like, I really, really do. Oh, man, I'm going to do it. I don't care. It's already, we're already, what, like an hour and a half in the stream? We can put this in game. See how it looks. I saved. And now we do the thing. Hey, DePaul, thanks for becoming a 20-month member, dude. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Happy Thanksgiving Eve back at you. I hope you guys are eating turkey tomorrow.
I declare thee unbald.
Yeah, I was... Wait, why am I cheering? I wasn't bald to begin with. Thank you so much for the 2. Anti-bald, the unbald. Guys, come on. We can do better than this. We're better than this, guys. Alright, I'm going to temporarily paint the map again. I'm going to do a really shitty paint job on the map to paint the cliff. So everything that's orange right now is going to turn into a cliff face. Everything that's brown is going to be the ground. And this will just be like a really, really quick and dirty way of making the map look
I declare
passable.
thee bald forevermore.
Oh, wow, that's so generous of you, Modded Gamer. Thank you. That was actually so kind of you to call me that, and you're banned from my Minecraft server. Not that I have one, but if I did, you would be banned from it. What's with any? Oh, dude, I got a little tummy ache, man. A little freaking tummy ache right now. That's not epic. Well, whatever. You know what'll make my tummy not ache, dude, is making this map go in-game and being able to drive around this new area and just kind of feel out what it looks like. That would make me happy right now. We're just going to do it. This quick and dirty paint job, and it's going to look awesome, and we're all going to be so happy. All of you guys are going to start cheering in your houses right now.
The Minecraft server you used to have 2 years ago and got rid of because you were bald.
Bored, because I was bored. Also, people made some really cool shit on that Minecraft server. I will not forget the awesome-ass Scarab somebody make. Skullworks, thank you for that too!
No take-backs. Devilish face emoji.
What the fuck, man? You're just gonna rile up the chat, have them call a person with hair bald. Also, how disrespectful of you guys. Okay, think about all the great bald people out there. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I'm almost certain they exist. And think about how offended they would be by your comments. How rude. How distasteful of you. Uncouth, man. You guys are being hella uncouth right now, bro. Lex Luthor? Yeah, dude. Think about how Lex Luthor would feel about you using bald as an insult. Never said there was something bad about being bald, dude. You know what? That's what it feels like. It feels like you guys are being baldest right now. To a man who's not even bald. Unbelievable. You're just acknowledging that you were bald. Except for the problem with that is that, and I know this might sound a little controversial to say out loud, but I feel like it's my duty as a streamer, you know, to just say the truth to the best of my abilities here. You know, and the problem that I'm seeing here is that I'm not fucking bald. And you know, that's where the challenge arises, you see. That's where the difficulties are coming from here. You mean Jeff Bezos? Jeff Bezos does kind of look like a real-life Lex Luthor. He really, like, fit into that niche unintentionally. I can say that, dude, because I'm not on Twitch. An Amazon-owned company. Modded gamer with another 2 coming in hot.
B-A-L-D-B-A-L-D-B-A-L-D.
Why did I knew what to expect. I already knew what to expect. Skullworks, thank you for the 2.
He's coping. Ha 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 ha.
That was the worst laugh of all time. It really rubbed it in even further. Guess I'll die. You know what? I think what's going on here, I think I get it. I think I get it, dude. You guys are bald, and this is your way of, like, bullying, where, like, you have your insecurities, and you're taking it out on me. That's what's going on, isn't it? That's what's happening here, guys? Okay, you can talk about it. We can talk about it. Nothing wrong with being bald, man. It's fine, man. Cool. Still looking good. Still killing it. Dude, you guys can never face reveal. Because if any of you guys who are calling me bald every day actually are bald, it's over, dude. Your whole career, over. Dude, how am I even gonna get this in game? There's so much detail in the map now. I really, like, fucking ramped it up, dude.
Skull emoji.
So generous. Thank you for the 2. Appreciate it. Excuse me. Dude, getting this in game is gonna suck. Why am I even doing this? Oh, I'm gonna have to do so much work to make this work. All just so I can see the one part of my map that I'm working on right now. Is it even worth it? Is it truly, truly worth it? Probably not, to be honest. But I want to see it anyway, so I'm putting in the effort. We're going to load this shit up. We're going to decide if it actually looks cool. And you're all going to go, yeah, dude, that looks so freaking cool. I love it. Great work. Keep it up. I'm going to be like, ah, that's so nice. You shouldn't have, you don't have to be that nice. You're like, no, seriously, that's amazing. Skullworks, thank you for the 2.
No shit, Sherlock.
Yeah! And then you're all going to be like, you know what? You have the most incredible head of hair I've ever seen for a streamer.
We're making RJ pelidophobic BC every time he sees a bald person. He's just gonna go, no, I am not bald, no, in public, Lamau.
Dude, I hate that I know what that word means now because of you guys. Also, the fact that there's a phobia of bald people is crazy. Like, I know that there's a bunch of obscure, weird-ass phobias, inevitably, but, like, I truly struggle to understand that one. Someone just is, like, in public, like, a random bald guy just walks by, and they're just like, ah! Ah! Like, being bald is so common. How would you even live in the world? You would have to, like, hide away in your house all the time. It's like having a fear of air. Modded Gamer, thank you for the 2!
Emoji. bald emoji, bald emoji, bald emoji,
God,
bald
no,
emoji.
there's a new
bald
fucking
emoji,
meta to this
bald
shit,
emoji,
dude.
bald
Oh
emoji,
my God.
bald emoji,
It's
bald
gonna go on
emoji,
forever
bald
because it's a
emoji,
single
bald
fucking
emoji,
emoji
bald
character.
Bald emoji, bald emoji, bald emoji, bald emoji, bald emoji,
I'm gonna.
bald emoji.
Am I gonna have to mute this one?
Bald emoji, bald emoji, bald emoji, bald emoji, bald emoji. Bald emoji,
I
bald
don't think I have much of a choice on this matter. It just goes on for so long.
Bald emoji, bald emoji,
it's actually so long.
bald emoji, bald emoji,
That's what she
bald
said.
emoji, bald emoji, bald emoji, bald emoji,
Yep.
bald emoji.
No, it's actually true. No, it's a good point actually. No, I hadn't considered it, but I see your point. Yeah, it's actually true. That's actually a pretty good point. Very valuable contribution, Modded Gamer, with that too. Thank you so much. Good enough. Good enough. Skullworks, thank you for the 2.
Backslash.
Why it only did the 1? You were like, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna spam it, and it just did 1? What the fuck? Unlucky, dude. Unlucky. I mean, lucky for me, because I didn't have to hear 1,000 backslashes, but unlucky for you. Fuck! Beer McDrinky, thanks for the 5, dude!
Brother, I will shave my head if you don't check your Discord DMs, sad face.
What did you DM me? I gotta check my message requests. Tags native of Juggernaut and Guardian? Yeah! Remind me after stream, though. Shoot me a DM after stream, because it'll take me a little bit to get it set up, because, I mean, realistically, they're probably super messy, and it'll take me a minute, but, yeah, I mean, that's doable. It's doable. Yeah, right. Okay. Now that I have all this, the real question I have is... While saving this, does the decimate modifier still effectively work? Oh dear God. Okay, hide append 1, hide the trees, hide the bases, hide the scale models, hide the bridge. Just leaving the map. And I apply. Thank you for the 5!
You should put the Narrows Bridge in the outer tunnel section you originally planned for this map. Would look sick if you could incorporate it.
Would be cool. Honestly, the Narrows Bridge probably would be too small to even fit over this gap, though, if I'm being honest. It certainly would be cool, I don't think it would even fit. This map is so large. I'm also gonna, I gotta add another decimate modifier for this map. Let me see here. Out of bounds, select. Okay, out of bounds selection is still good. I'm going to invert this. I'm going to do another group. It's going to be called inbounds, otherwise known as IB. And the way I'm going to do this is we'll have the out of bounds on. And this vertex group is going to be IB. Okay, I think this one might have gone a little too crazy. Oh God. Trying not to have the map violently explode right now. There's a sweet spot somewhere here. There it is. Skullworks, thank you for the 2.
//backslash//backslash
God damn it, why does that actually get around it, dude? Fuck! No, thank you. That is so true, actually. I love that, how true that is. I love that. That's actually fantastic and amazing, and you're actually so right, and I can't believe I never thought of that myself. Oh wait, this actually makes it so easy to find areas that I missed. Not that it's like actually very important, but look at that, dude. I can see all the little dark spots. Dark, still thinking
This
of the
is an annoying message. You are now annoyed.
Me annoyed? I'm never annoyed when I have my friends here in the chat. How could I ever be annoyed at that? That would be crazy. Thank you so much for calling me bald all the time. Really appreciate that. That's a fucking amazing, incredible, so amazing, so incredible. Also fairly amazing, pretty much incredible also. Yeah. That's it. That's the whole tweet. Alright, here's the idea. I UV map the ground. Save. Unwrap. Check stream chat. There's pics that are not bald related. No way! Also me! Thank you for the 2 me! I love me!
Time to go even balder than before.
Oh my fucking god damn it, dude.
Bald emoji, 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 bald emoji.
There's a button there. And I can just mute your bullshit! I love it here. I see your post about mixing debris like the stuff from burial mounds in with the crashed ship ruins in the ice, and I think that is God damn it, somebody posted a bald gif right as I was looking. I hate it here, dude. But I think your idea is kind of a banger. I like it. I like it. Wait, why is my oob? Oob. Oh, I gotta make sure it's only out of bounds stuff. Well, I guess that part's fine. I want to make sure this works correctly. That is going to be oob. That's ib. Okay, oob and ib are now correctly set up. God damn it, it broke again. There we go. That's as much as I can decimate that realistically. Very nice, very good. It'll do. And ib is at 0.5, which is plenty. Skullworks, thank you for the 2!
I'll send 500 and do it if you don't mute.
Send 500 and do it if you don't mute. What does that mean? Am I dumb? Does that... What's the context? The only thing you've said recently is a bunch of slashes. What? Alright, here we go. We're gonna put it in game. I saved. I shaded smooth. We're gonna see... Oh, wait. I lied. Me when I fucking lied. We also need to grab the cliffs. I'm gonna do this because I can. Lower for more projection groups. Higher for less distortion. Unwrap! What does our UV map look like? Probably terrible. Nice, dude. Epic. Anyway. Now we save. And now we do everything needed to get it in game. Shade smooth. Apply or decimate modifiers. Then we create the sky. We add our sky material. Fuck, undo, undo, we don't have our trees. We're so close to getting it in game, but I gotta put the trees back. So close, yet so far. Turn our trees back on. I'm gonna have to redo like all of the tree regions. Skullworks, thank you for the 2.
$500 worth of slashes.
Please do not do $500 worth of slashes. I would not mute it. I would let the whole thing play, but that would be an insanely irresponsible thing for you to do. Oh, wait, the rocks and stuff are still fine. Well, mostly. Alright, tree time. I'm putting trees down. It's kind of hard to see this giant grid in my face. Skullworks, thank you for the 2.
Fuck it. Money is expendable.
That's, I mean, technically, yeah. I'd feel bad if you spent $500 just to spam backslash. You know what? Sure. Who am I? Who am I to say no to that, right? Like that, what? Sure, dude. 500. How many backslashes can you even fit there? I gotta do the rocks next. Banana man, Dan with a very generous $25 tip.
3 hours last night installing your hair mod. Loaded in, and my Spartan was still bald. What gives Baldman? Oh,
thank you so much. Skullworks, thank you for the 2.
350.
That's a lot of fucking backslashes, to be fair. To be fair. Still highly recommend you don't do that, but you know, I'm not gonna profusely tell you not to do it, because I benefit massively if you do it, but also maybe don't do it. Oh, look at these rocks. I fucking love rocks, dude. Oh, these are such nice fucking rocks. Oh, yeah, you love those. Ethereal, thank you for the 2!
This is how we halal.
What the fuck? Sounded like he was drowning. Okay, this is kind of cool. I like this setup. This is pretty sick, pretty sick. So we can put up with Ultimate Forge. This is not going to be an Ultimate Forge map, but I might throw a bunch of Ultimate Forge stuff on it just for fun. This map is going to be a standalone thing. Very, very much its own standalone thing. Alright, here's the idea. We save, and now I begin everything needed to put it in game without actually saving. Step 1. I apply the trees and the rocks. They are now real. And I can get rid of the modifier that spawned them in. Next I go here, and I apply both of my decimate modifiers. And the map gets very crunchy. Now I make the skybox so that we can actually see the sky in the map. We do that. And then we raise up the entire edge of the map so that there's a sky covering everything. Make sure our sky is set. Assign it. Potato, thank you for the 20!
Happy Thanksgiving Eve. I am enjoying a large glass of Guinness.
Hell yeah. Happy Thanksgiving Eve back at you. I had a Friendsgiving this year that I ended up just spending time with some friends here in town for. That was a really good time, but I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving tomorrow. And I hope that glass of Guinness makes your Thanksgiving Eve very nice. Enjoy some turkey this year. Or ham, you know, honestly, ham goes pretty fucking hard. Do I put the pillar? Where do I put? Okay, we need the extinction bridge. But thank you for the very generous 20. Potato dot. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Where did my cool avalanche stuff go? My cool avalanche stuff disappeared. What the hell, man? Ah, whatever. It was going to be complicated to get in anyway. We'll use the arc stuff first. I'm now realizing that the top of it is completely invisible. That's a shame. Well, whatever. Let's see what the new terrain looks like in game. This should theoretically work. Just the trees, it's the rocks, it's the bridge, and the new terrain with some portals. We're good. We're good. We exported into the game with no hidden geometry. Bepis. Are there going to be grav lifts on the actual Spire map? Yeah, the grav lift's already in the Spire. No, they're all good to go. I can show you in game here. I got to load up into the map anyway. What is it? We call it huge towers. Huge. We have that there. Now we just wait for the new map to export. In the meantime, what map is this? Oh, this is the final mission. Here. Well, I was gonna poke around in it. Maybe I will again in a minute, but I wanna load up the current version of Huge Towers, aka God, I forgot the name again. Permafrost? Yeah, Permafrost. I really do like the name Permafrost. That's a great name. I do both turkey and ham. I usually brine a turkey overnight and then smoke it on the smoker. Oh, that sounds amazing. That's so good. Last turkey I had for Friendsgiving was just oven baked, but I was helping a little bit with cooking. Forget what it is. You just kind of like, I had this like fucking syringe and I was like injecting the meat full of like delicious goodness, and it came out so fucking good. I loved it. All right, so this is what this area looks like right now. Arguably, and by arguably I mean truthfully, very boring and flat and ugly and also bad. I love it. Somebody didn't add them. Wait for what? Outside. Oh, you're talking about the ones outside. Oh, yeah, no, we're going to have those. I actually have the avalanche man cannons coming in right now, and then I'll also be... Wait, doesn't that mean my avalanche man cannon disappeared? Ah, that's so annoying. We considered adding a third seat to the civilian hog and tread hog that allows players to ride on the back like George. I was going to do it kind of inspired by the new Halo game, the Campaign Evolved, where they have like... I call it the bitch seat. The one on the back where you can kind of sit behind the turret guy. I wanted to do that. Please, I simply want the map. Also add sprint. No, unironically, this map would be so perfect for sprint, but there's actually just no way to add sprint into Halo 3 effectively. So, sadly, no sprint. No sprint. Very sad, very sad. All the Halo 3 purists out there are very happy about that, but, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Even reason Mongoose animation is a lot 360-degree aiming. True, true. I would want the guy to, like, have his arm, like, hanging on to something, you know? You'd be, like, riding on the back, right? You'd have, like, one arm, like, holding onto the side, and you have, like, your gun, your rifle, and you're just, like, looking around, very much like the Mongoose backseat. That'd be kind of fun. It would be kind of nice to do, like, a full animation for that. Okay, well, it's going to take a minute for this to export. I'm going to stretch my legs again, stand up. I'll be right back. How about Forerunner ramps up to the raised middle area? Yeah, I'm probably going to do something like that. I'm not entirely sure how I want to do the structure yet, but I'll probably end up doing some kind of big structure over there. We'll see. I accidentally imported this new version of the map without a couple pieces, but it's fine. Give me 1 sec, though. I'll be right back while this finishes. Hope you guys enjoyed the chair content. Took a minute because I made myself some more coffee. I want to have the energy I need in order to make this map cool. Oh, dude, yeah. The map finished exporting. It was barely any bigger than it was before. That's awesome. It takes a long-ass time to import and export this map, but it's mostly just due to the fact that I have like a gazillion trees and rocks on it already, which are very important. Okay. Structure levels, multi, huge towers. Structure, huge towers, .s. Alright, let's see what happens. Right now the map looks really ugly, and it will continue to look ugly after I import it, but it'll be a bit better. I'm gonna pour that coffee straight into my bloodstream. Give me the caffeine, yeah! I opened Substance Painter. God damn it. Sometimes you drive the Spire on the ground, you just get infinitely EMP'd. To be honest with you, I haven't decided on the exact way that the Spire EMP is going to work yet. It's one of those things where it's really important, but also it entirely depends on what ends up being the most fun and the best for gameplay. The way I have the EMP disabled right now, so I can actually drive around in here, but generally it was like the best way I want to do it, but I don't know if I can, is to have vehicles that spawn here not get EMP'd, and vehicles that spawn here not get EMP'd. But if you drove a vehicle from this base over to this base, it would get EMP'd, right? Something I think moves you from the edge of the sniping pool. That's my theory. Oh, I don't think subscribing does it. I think it's more closely related to how much you view the streams. Because if you're a brand new subscriber, the way that I think about it and the way that it seems to happen based on how gifted memberships work is that YouTube is basically trying to promote keeping you on the website as long as possible. And the best way to do that is to give new subscribers and new viewers memberships, and people who are here a lot, it's like, oh, well, you're already here, so you don't need to be incentivized. 326k subs. Well, it's not to all my subscribers. It's just to viewers who come in here. But we're getting so many new subscribers lately. From the YouTube shorts I posted over the past few days, dude, we are already up like a bunch of subscribers. Because I never post videos, I just bleed subscribers forever, but we're going back. We're getting a lot of subscribers from the new YouTube shorts, dude. It's actually awesome. It's really awesome. Unsubscribe so it gets sniped, please. Please do not unsubscribe. Thank you. No, that'd be great if you could just not unsubscribe. YouTube shorts are tight. They are, dude. I see you posting your shorts and I'm watching those. The new open world thing you got going on Halo 4 looks awesome, man. That's so sick. I'm trying to pump them out. Dude, keep it up. That shit's awesome. Me! Thank you for the 2, me!
Maybe you could add the snowbound structures in the Spire areas for Covenant buildings as kind of a Covenant FOB.
Well, that's a cool idea, actually. Dude, I come up with the best ideas. Thank you, me, for the 2. Yeah, no, that's a pretty good idea. I think that, well, it depends. I'll have to see how doable the Covenant bases are. I don't know how, like, ingrained into the map geometry they are, because the more built into the map they are, the more challenging they are for me to implement them into this map here. It's definitely doable. It would just be a little bit challenging to pull off, but, again, totally doable. RJ gave himself an idea, different RJ? No, that was me. That was a good idea, therefore, I'm going to say that was absolutely just me. Now, you know what's really nice about this map that I'm enjoying is the scale of it feels good. Like, Huge Grass is annoyingly large, but this map is like a good large, right? I can drive my Warthog over between these bases without too much trouble. Yeah, it takes like 30 seconds to go from one side to the other, but that's not that bad. That is not that bad. I can't wait to see the new areas in the game. I really want to get a feel for the large map. Dude, large maps are the best. Halo feels like it was made for these large scale maps. This is so cool. Not gonna make the vehicles faster? I might not. Like, I had to make the vehicles faster on Huge Grass because the map was actually just that big, but here I might not need to do it. Totally a completely done object, by the way. Don't worry about it. I think for this map, I'm not even going to make a physics model for this thing, and instead I'm just going to give it a giant collision model and have that as a scenery object, and it will just generate a physics model. Then do an unlisted workshop link if you want to try it at some point. Ooh, that would be sick, actually. That'd be dope. I'd love that. so loud. So fucking cool. I'm gonna make the dust on the snowy version of this, just have it be all white, kind of like it's like blowing snow out of the air and off the ground. Nichols makes us like a huge map. It's like densely even filled with foliage, trees and stuff. Dude, I know, and I know that doesn't take you nearly as much time to do in Halo 4 because the engine is like totally okay with it. It looks so good. Your map is like really, really nice. I just love the simple like pine tree grassy aesthetic. Like it's just so good. Even if you spread out vehicles, take ages to get somewhere. I'm gonna do throwable grav lifts and stuff. And also this map is gonna have a ton of drop ships. I'm gonna hopefully have enough bases around the map and like points of interest that you never really feel like you're stuck. Like in Huge Grass, the map was so big that you always felt like you were stuck. But this map I feel like is a really good middle ground size where like I could put points of interest all over the place and it would make it very reasonable to get places. Like you're never going to be like, oh dude, I gotta throw grenades at my feet and fucking blow up because there's nothing for me to do here. Like that should not happen on this map. There should always be a point of interest within reach that'll take you somewhere. I like the crunchy footstep sounds. It's really nice. Very satisfying. I'm really hoping the new import here, when it finishes... Oh, it's close to the last step importing the new version of the map right now. Oh, I'm so excited, dude. Was it worth it to get the early test version of this map in-game? I don't know. I hope that I just get to enjoy the new map areas that I built and actually be like, yeah, you know what? That was actually pretty good. And some Savo highway roads about... with a few broken bridges to jump the chasm. I mean, that'd be sick. I have this temporary bridge right here, but it would be really nice to, like, I would want to add destructible bridges, but that would also be kind of a huge problem, because then if all the bridges are broken, ground vehicles just stop being useful on the map. But I get what you mean, like, having, like, bridges that you can still cross, but they are broken, and you have to be, like, going at full speed, otherwise risk falling into the pit. That would be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. I might do that. I might make, like, a broken version of JS's bridge here. Will be rather tight, yes. Oh! We got the update! Oh, what the hell, man? The textures are still ugly. I mean, I knew the textures were going to be ugly, but damn! Let's try it out. I'm excited. Drive into the new zone. See what's up. Okay, I like this area. This is pretty cool. Not too bad. Really hard to tell where stuff is because I did such a shit job with the textures, but... yeah, this area right here definitely needs to be, like, toned down. Like, the angle is crazy on this. I'm gonna have to raise up all of this to match. I do like it, though. It's not bad. Not bad at all. What happened here? Did I accidentally texture the ground onto that? I'm so confused. Do I dare do one more import, but this time actually fix the textures properly? Lower for more projection. Oh. I see what happened. Let's do 80 degrees. That looks like it's a lot more reasonable. Because if I did that, that's 80 degrees, and I did it before at 33. Oh, no wonder it was so messy. What if I do 90 degrees? 90 degrees might be the move here. I'm going to try this. I'm going to do one more import. Oh, wait, I didn't even look at the new little Forerunner structure. I don't really like this. I don't think I'm going to keep this. I think the It does look kind of sick, though, actually. Hold up. I do like the way it, like, splits this area up. That is kind of nice. Let me try driving over to it. Actually, I am going to export this again. I do want to get the avalanche stuff in, but let's do that. I want to feel out the vibe of this, though. I'll drive all the way back. Is it possible to make the Treadhog faster when in an off-road terrain? Yeah, I can definitely speed it up. I just have the settings set right now a little too low, accidentally. Alright, drive back into our base here. We're gonna go through this little tunnel-ish area. Oh, and I didn't even check out the cave I carved into it either. Forgot about that. Yeah, when I import this again in a second, the texture should look a lot less bad. Modded Gamer, thanks for the 2, man.
Maybe you could add some infantry food bridges in addition to the vehicle bridge, but make the infantry ones like the bridges from assaults on the control.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, you can still technically drive Warthogs and stuff over that, but I do kind of like that idea. I do kind of like that. You meant foot bridges, not food bridges. Thank you for that, too. No, that's honestly kind of a banger of an idea, because, oh, wait. Wait. I'm going to edit the fog on this map, dude. I'm about to edit the fog on this map. Hold the flipping phone, dude. I just had a great idea. I want to make the fog really dense down in like, the giant pit here. And I also want to make it so... it's like a little bit foggier overall on the map. I'm gonna do that real quick. This is important to me. Levels, multi, huge towers, and I gotta... Frozen River at the bottom of the chasm, maybe? I'm not sure what's gonna go at the bottom of the chasm yet. I might just make it like a foggy, dense hellscape, to be honest. But yeah, I think more fog would honestly be really cool on this map. I'll see, though. It could end up going overboard and look bad. And a lot of the fog is really just affected by the skybox itself. Yeah, so we need to grab our atmospheric properties here. I'm going to make a copy of it and bring it over here into this map. Huge towers. Make a little sky folder for it. Oh, you know what? While I'm at this, I can also make the entire map have snow falling out of the sky. Yeah. Yeah. How about a thick snowstorm? Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. Because I'm pretty sure I have it set up right here. If I look under the structure data here, we should have the cluster palette for weather. No, acoustics, atmosphere. Oh, yeah, we have snow heavy here. Let me try this. Acoustics. I'm going to set all of the acoustics to Halo exterior wind high, so it should sound windy. And there's no weather, but there is the atmosphere, which I am going to set all of it to snow heavy. See what that looks like. Oh my god, yeah, that's crazy. That looks so cool, dude. Holy shit, I should have been doing this from the start. This is awesome. God damn, man. You can hear the wind howling, too. This is fucking atmospheric. It almost makes it so that the cliffs don't look horrible. Almost. Speaking of the cliffs looking horrible, I'm gonna... Even when I get the fixed versions of the cliffs in, it's still gonna be weird. So I am going to... I'm going to fix that real quick. I'm going to increase the cliff tiling. I'm going to double it. 100, 600, 100. It's going to make the textures like double. 24, 24, 100. And what is this? Oh, I see. Yeah, because this is from campaign. 396. What the fuck? How about just 800? 480. 48 is... What was it, 96? Yeah, probably. 148. 72 becomes 144. Okay, hopefully that helps a little. Kinda? I mean, I don't know. We'll see when it imports if it's any better. Might just have to tile it just massively. Yeah, this looks so much better, dude. This is crazy. Love the arc in the background. I will probably change the skybox away from this because it doesn't even match the fog very well, unfortunately. But yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. How to get to repairing a signal generator for someone. Have a good night. Hey, potato tots. Wait, potato tot. Yeah, potato tot. Thank you for the very generous 20. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. Gonna go use that beautiful drink you got to do even better on those repairs. Dude, this is so cool. I like the snow and the fog blowing in. Like, this looks awesome. I'll definitely have to remove boost from the Pelicans on this map. I'll be removing the chin gun and the missiles too. But yeah, no boost. That way you really have to like slowly fly through the scale of this map. I gotta say, I feel like this is really the perfect large scale size for a map like this. Oh wait, is it done exporting? Oh, it is, dude. The map's been done exporting for I don't even know how many minutes. Finished exporting, oh, only 2 minutes ago. We're good. We're good. Assault on the permafrost. Hell yeah. Oh, you can just barely see the little Forerunner tower sticking out over there too. That's awesome. That's such a cool silhouette to see in the distance. Though I think I'm likely gonna... I might keep the top one there, but probably remove the bottom one and put the avalanche structure here instead. Yeah, this is a really good vibe, man. This is a really, really good vibe. I can't even imagine how cool this would look with light mapping enabled. Control room. Could put a control room. It's totally possible. Control room pyramid? Oh, shit. No, then it would actually just be huge grass.
I've been seeing shorts being uploaded on your channel. You know anything about this?
Thank you, Gyarados, for the 5. Appreciate you. Yeah, no, probably just some scammer. I mean, I've never made a video in my life, and I never will, so... Yeah, I'd report him to the authorities. Probably just kill him, straight up. It's in an alternate control room done? That's true, and it did look good. But I mean, the Halo 3 one's especially good. That said, I'm pretty sure the Halo 3 one would need to be like massively repaired, but I can actually do that now that I think about it. I'm good enough at modeling that I actually could completely finish and fix up the entire Halo 3 control room structure. Damn, I should do that, shouldn't I? I feel like that would be kind of fire. Banana man with the 420! Thank you, dude!
Like MG said for foot traffic, some small walkways inside the crack, assault on the control room style, would be cool. A bit of work to make interiors though, connecting each base.
Yeah, it would be a bit of work, but I think it would be worth it. Like, this map is really cool. I think it's got a great design. It could have a potential for some really great flow and stuff. Like, also, holy shit, man, this is a really steep cliff. This feels like I might have made a mistake making this whole area so steep. Like, in a way, it's kind of cool, but also... I don't know. Finally get my own PC next week. Can't wait to try your mods. Hell yeah! I hope you enjoy them. I put a lot of effort in making them fun and good, so... Elevation is good. Yeah, true. Elevation's not a bad thing, and honestly, there aren't enough maps that have, like, actually good elevation, so... We'll see. We'll see. I really am loving the heavy fog right now, though. This is great. I like that it genuinely obscures your vision. Like, if you want to snipe across the map, you can, but you are going to have, like, a slightly... Oh, I can see my Pelican over there. Yeah, you can have a, like, slightly obscured vision, and it's, like, actually pretty reasonable. It'd be wise to make a list of potential ideas for the map before getting lost whole hog so you don't get lost in sauce. True. True, true. I mean, pretty much the way I'm thinking about it right now is just continue working on the terrain, copy this over to here, finish doing the terrain here, figure out what I want to do exactly here, add these bridges, and then maybe some of the foot bridges that you were mentioning across, along with some bases, add some points of interest, aka little Forerunner human covenant bases throughout, so that even if you're on foot and you've lost your vehicle, you know, there's still hope for you. Definitely add a lot of man cannons, some extra powerful ones around as well. That way you can, like, get across. One thing I might do as well is, you know those little man cannons that take you inside the bases in Avalanche? I might just do, like, a couple of those on the sides here, and that'll just launch you across, no bridge required. That way, even if the bridges aren't working, or not working, or they're too far away, you can just bounce across. Ethereal, thanks for the 2!
BTW, the snowbound buildings are wholly separate from the terrain, at least when exported from Reclaimer.
Interesting. I'll have to take a look. I'm going to take a look at them in a second. I'm also going to take a look at the giant, it's called the ziggurat structure, right? From the final mission. That one is not entirely separate from the terrain, but I actually think I can make it function properly and like finish it up. I used to, like, last time I tried it was years ago, and I really wasn't that good at Blender, so it was pretty challenging for me, but now I think it's pretty doable. I want to find something interesting to put up here at the tip of the map. Maybe I could have, like, some kind of, like, really vulnerable platform up here that you have to, like a bridge with, like, a little platform with, like, a really powerful thing on it. That way, if you're brave enough to come all the way up here, you know, there's actually something waiting for you there, but it's, like, super exposed and, like, everybody can see you, not only from both bases, but from pretty much everywhere else in the entire map. That would be cool. Maybe I could... Oh, dude! Of course! I know what's gonna go there. Modded Gamer, thanks for the 2!
What could also be cool is adding cold storage to the map, or at least a portion of it.
I mean, I don't want to necessarily add in, like, tons of maps in, but it is doable. It is doable. Imagine a little platform suspended on a bridge, and on it is the Light of Judgment. Any part of the map that you want. Dude, it fucking blasted the fuck out of those shields. I gotta work on that. How much health did I even give these shields? Fuck off. Oh, they don't have very much health. No wonder. Oh, I want to see what the... Dude, it's so bright. Holy crap. I want to see what it looks like when I take down the shields on this map, actually. Why did that particle look so weird? It's like the fog made it render funny. Forget Hail 3 didn't have a target designator? Yeah, sadly. Okay, now it looked normal. Dude, the fog is so dense you can't even see the particles blasting away. I think that's kind of... that's fine. Looks so good here, dude. The atmosphere is so awesome. I wish it wasn't so gloomy on the distance. I know that this is from the final mission. I want the atmosphere to be a little bit, like, brighter and, like, less gloomy, ideally, in the actual final version of this. That would be nice. Hasn't the Corvette always damaged them when slipping in? Yeah, it did. I wasn't thinking about what was actually causing it, but you're 100% right. Oh, wait. I gotta go here. I gotta grab my Spire. And I gotta quickly edit the Spire to be able to be destroyed by the Light of Judgment. Obviously that wouldn't work in the actual game here, because that would be totally broken and you could instantly win the game. Wait, did it just... It imported! My textures are a little fucked up, but they look more normal. Let's go! Okay, they're actually, like, extra fucked up. But it's fine. They weren't intended to look like perfect. Not bad, dude. Not bad. I'm excited to actually make it look like properly good, but this is pretty cool. Crush Pelicans Phantoms should have power weapons. That's a good idea. This is, I feel like this map is big enough where a Spartan laser is actually not broken. A Spartan laser actually would be balanced on this map just due to the scale of everything. No, no. Listen, I will sooner add a stanchion than I will a Spartan laser, alright? We at least have that going for us. Davy Jones, thanks for the 2, man.
I see you're doing the old Bungie method of using a singular cock, I mean 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 rock. Fuck. Rock. You're using one cock to detail the landscape. Oh fuck, I mean rock. There is much cock.
There is much cock. Do not waste my time with cock. I would love to add more rocks. And I will, actually. I know I'm being brave, bold, controversial by doing just the single regular Bungie rock right now, you know, but I'll be even more brave and bold and controversial when I'm using multiple rocks. Technology, dude. The technology. It didn't blow up! What the fuck, man? Oh. Seeing the spire go down is so satisfying. Pretty creepy in the fog? I agree, actually. It'll look like actually better when the skybox actually matches the fog. Right now, the skybox looks kind of out of place, which is causing the fog to look a little weird, but I'll fix that. I'll do one more, but this time it'll actually correctly work. Wait, okay, I know I said that was the last time, but what if I launched it while I was in the dome? Big brain. I can barely see it up there, dude. Oh, fuck. Holy shit! Oh, fuck! It's blowing everything up! My base! My planet-side base, dude! No! This is so sad. Okay, well, I'm glad we got this new update into the map, but there's still a lot more stuff to work on. So, I say we go back, we undo all of our cool skybox stuff, and we get the map even better and in more of working order. Keep undoing, and we keep undoing, and we keep undoing. Until we have no rocks or trees in the map, and none of my decimate modifiers are applied. And we're back to the crunchy, beautiful terrain that we can actually edit. Lovely. That would be perfect for Assault. It will be perfect for Assault. Yeah, this ramp right here, though, when I was actually driving up this ramp in-game, it was so steep, and that sucked. I'm gonna fix that real quick. That should help. Not a perfect solution, but it's something. There we go. Alright, that's a little better. I like that. Oh, now this one's sticking up. Not too shabby. Pull that up. Put that one down. Alright. So I do like this area. In game, I feel like this zone does feel like good overall. But it would definitely be better if there was a little bit more going on here, frankly. And what I mean by that is that there was just like more rocks, more terrain, and a little bit less open space. It's certainly not bad. I like that it feels large and open. It feels like a campaign mission in the way that it's this big. Road trip running me watching the whole enemy base collapse? Yes. Which is awesome, for the record. That is very fucking cool. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this area is fine. Maybe if I just decorated it and added more trees, it would feel a bit better. But there definitely needs to be a base here. I'm thinking maybe I could put a base, like, right here behind this rock. That might be the move. Like a small base, maybe with, like, a teleporter. Beam tower. Could do a beam tower. I could literally put an entire Valhalla base there, actually, but might be a bit out of place, frankly. Oh, right. I wanted to look at the final mission and see if the ziggurat would be worth it, because having the waste structure, the arc structure right here was kind of eh. It's kind of eh. I didn't really like it. Like, it looks fine in game. I like the cool silhouette, but it would be way cooler to have, like, the giant pyramid from the final mission. The Halo 1 version? No. I'm going to do the Halo 3 version. Problem, though, is that the Halo 3 version is unbelievably challenging. And I am not certain if it's going to be worth the effort. I'll take a look right now and find out, though. I forget which part of the level it is. Oh, I see it. Just apparently haven't even extracted it yet. No, I have, actually. I lied. I just did the wrong import. Hold on. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna guess it's 0, 10. Did I get it right? No, this is the terrain around that structure. Close, though. Should be 0, 20. So did you want to check the map when you're free? Hell yeah, I would love to. Do it on stream as well, that'd be sick. Oh, this is not that bad. What the hell? I was worried about this. This wall is really cool, though. I fuck with this wall heavily. Okay, let me delete the terrain, first of all. And the ice poops. This is what I was worried about? This is actually, like, insanely easy. Hello? Seriously? I can literally copy and paste half of it from one side to the other. What do you think of Halo 5? I'm curious. The multiplayer was pretty awesome, but the campaign kind of sucked. Let me undo that, actually. Maybe I do want the ice. Okay, what is this? Poop Ice B, Ice C, Ice D. Is that like... oh, that was merged into the terrain, that's why. So I won't really be able to use those. You know, I'm gonna be honest, this is actually not that bad. This is not that bad. Also, these walls are cool. I could throw these in to certain areas. Let me save this map really fast. I want it as... Hold on. Let me undo all my deletions. Save as... Halo_020. Now that we have it, I'm going to hide this stuff rather than delete it. And I'm just going to take everything that I can off of this so that I can do work directly on it. I do like these little snow piles. They're kind of cool. They're really great since we're on a snow map anyway. $10 said that he adds fucking gondolas. No, dude. I added gondolas one time. That's not even a thing, dude. That's not even a thing. Alright. Here is one of the tricks that I'm going to have to pull out of my magic hat here. I need to take this main structure here, along with every other piece, and I need to split it up into pieces where I can easily reconstruct pretty much all of it. Oh, come on. Those snow piles, really. Definitely need these stairs, need these little guys. I'm gonna put all of these into a collection that I can separate from the rest of the map. And I should have almost everything here now. Yeah, I think this should be good. Right? Did I miss anything? I mean, is there an interior? Oh, I guess there's like a glass part that you can see under. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's this stuff. It's like a giant rib pieces in here. Okay, one, two, dun. Trims. I missed a couple of pieces. Oh, I guess all of this up here too. Probably have this door. In the back half of the door. Almost there, guys. I swear. And I missed two over here somewhere. Somehow missed these two. Missed this thing, which is a collision. It's a machine marker, don't need that. I think that should be good now. Pretty sure that's everything. There's a bunch of icicles, but, you know, whatever. Could grab those later. Right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a collection. Oh, not going to select it. And then I'm going to put all of these into the collection. That way I have this separated from the rest of the map. Any of these icicles and things... These are pretty low poly. I can probably keep these. I'll put the icicles in. I'm feeling crazy. But okay, that's really good because now I have the ability to actually edit this, like, effectively. So this is the actual structure. Oh, you're making huge maps for a game, watching you modeling miniatures using 40K and Battlefleet. That's sick! Hell yeah. That sounds so fun. What the hell? We save this. Alright. Now, this is where some of the trickery comes in. So obviously most of the work I'm going to be doing on this is on this big purple piece, which is like the actual structure of this whole thing. So when you import a Halo model, all of the pieces are actually not connected together in order to preserve the shading. So I'm going to remove the shading and make it look really ugly very quickly. by merging everything within a certain distance. And then it ends up looking like this, which is very ugly. So we clear the old geometry data, and we run a modifier called Shade Auto Smooth, which isn't perfect, but pretty much gets things back to how they were. And I can actually edit it to make it a little bit more correct like that. Yeah, that's a bit better. So now we pretty much have our shading back. And what I can do with that is, now that all these pieces are actually connected correctly, I can basically take any parts like... Oh, also, I'm going to tries to quads on this, I think. Don't want to break any textures, but kind of going to be a requirement here. I'm going to do 020-1. I'm going to do tries to quads. There we go. Sometimes tries to quads does a shit job. Maybe I won't. Anyway, for example, one thing I want to do here is make this section of the structure finished. So I'm going to see if I can split this down the middle. With face select on. It's going to be a hard requirement here. Oh. One more time. No, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to easily split this down the middle, but that's okay. I have other ways. So weird. The actual structure doesn't make sense. It literally doesn't match. That's so odd. Whatever. I'm going to do my best here. And here's how I'm going to do it. This entire set of faces here are bad, and I do not like them, so I will get rid of them. All of this is going to be pretty useless right now. Well, maybe, maybe not. I'm going to delete those faces. I'm going to grab this entire gigantic edge here, but only on the side. And I'm going to bring this selection all the way up here. Yerp. Like so. And so that's like one giant flat face, basically, right? Like all of these are actually going to go all the way up here. In fact, all the way up to this one, but I won't worry about that one right now. So I'm going to save this vertex group real quick. And I'm going to grab this face, and I'm going to make it a direction in which I can use. So now these faces basically are an actual angle that's hard-coded. So now if I go to this, a little trick I can do here is to extrude. Apparently I didn't get the right face. How about this one? Yeah, there we go. And now I can basically extrude this way beyond its bounds. And I can also flatten it out like that. And this basically lets me extend this entire section completely freely. And I can even snap it directly to this piece where it's actually supposed to be. Oh, wait. One last thing. The textures would have looked terrible if I had done that there. So what I need to do is go to my tool and turn on correct face attributes. Now I'm good to go. And if you just turn off the editing mode, it looks like a perfectly flat face. And I could theoretically now get rid of this entire gigantic edge here. Hopefully, anyway. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Well, I'll leave it for now, and I'll go up and touch it later. Touch it up later. Well, for now, that's okay. Really could use the textures on this, though, so I can see what the hell's going on here. Copy the model, mirror along the axis, and cut away the selection. The trouble is, I can't mirror it because the model is nonsensical. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't work. And I only need, like, a certain top portion of it, so I'm going to cut off pretty much everything below a certain level. But I will do a selection to basically copy over this entire section. I need to rebuild a decent chunk of the bottom. You know what, actually? This is going to be a huge pain in the ass that I'm actually going to have to focus for. I'm going to save this, and I'm going to go back to actually just working on the map. Because realistically, hopped up on caffeine and trying to stream it is going to be a challenge. And instead, I can just sculpt Huge Tower. The best map. Permafrost. Excuse me, permafrost. Patent pending. Alright. Let's think here. Since I got that working pretty good, and I definitely want some fun stuff going down here. Hardware Forge with 99.4% Forge simulation budget. Oh god. Hey, good on you though. That sounds kind of fun. Your map's clearly got a lot going for it. Maybe I should have some of the cracked areas could have some edges that are like risen up. Could provide a sort of natural cover. No, maybe not here though, actually. On this sloped area, I think it's kind of cool looking. Hope the next iteration of Forge lets us directly edit terrain like Far Cry. God, that would be so fantastic. I was so convinced that that was going to be a thing in Halo Infinite during the insider builds, because you could see a bunch of the... Like, they clearly had done that as something in their, like, tools that they used to build the game when you look at some of the maps outside the bounds, and I was like, oh, dude, what if it comes into the Forge mode? And they did end up adding the AI features, which were unique to their dev tools and mod tools into Infinite, which was pretty damn awesome. Funny rock. Look at that, dude. Funny rock. No Sentinel AI? Not surprised, to be honest. I would be surprised if they added any flying AI, because flying AI is handled pretty differently. No, I mean, they have vehicles, right? Like flying vehicle AI? I don't know. I never actually messed with it. They have a couple flyers? Well, it's weird that they didn't add sentinels then. Couldn't say why. Oh, what if the ground had like giant spikes jutting up all the way around the crevice? That could be neat. I'm gonna try that really quickly, see how it looks. I don't know if this is a good idea, but it could make it feel like that whatever caused this, which is technically undecided still, was like a very violent event. So they made multiplayer maps, was really cool. I wish we could use the same tools to make maps, so the quality of Forge would have been like 3,000%. Oh yeah, that would have been amazing. But that would have basically been the tools that I'm using right now, but like the super advanced ones they used for Infinite. Which, like, realistically were probably so complex that pretty much nobody would have been able to use them. Because barely anyone even mods Halo 4, because it's the tools require like an insane amount of knowledge to do anything with. I don't know, what do you guys think? Is having these spikes here actually like a good idea? They're not wiener cliffs, they're like giant spires jutting out from what could have been like a badass glassing. You mentioned Halo 4, you summoned him? No! Halo 4 modding is now easier due to Foundry. It's only weird stuff like sounds and fonts that's a pain. Don't forget HUD. If you want to add anything onto the HUD, it's like a fucking prison sentence. Green likes to say that he solved HUD, but he didn't actually solve it. It's still hell. Hey, Adrift! Thank you for 6 months! Good to see you! Kawoosh, a true Stargate fan. I love it. I don't know if I actually like these spikes. Also, they're gonna get in the way of the bridges now that I think about it. I hear a kitty cat outside my door and he wants to come in. Shoot, I really should have finalized the bridge picks before I started carving these big old spikes. I'm gonna undo them. I do like them though. I think I'm gonna end up keeping these, but I'm just gonna place them a little more carefully so they don't get in the way of any bridges I make. Yeah, they looked good though. I do think they were a nice little improvement. What about making the bottom of the chasm molten and glowing with heat waves driven? I was thinking about it. I thought it would be cool if it was like a recently glassed area, you know? Like that'd be kind of interesting. Let me throw in the bridges though. I'm not gonna make it so the bridges are final by any means yet, but I'm at least gonna finalize their positions. I'm gonna put these into I'm just gonna call this main collection and have all the bridges go into bridges, which will be a sub collection of the main collection, so still valid map stuff. And I'm actually gonna call this Bridge 1. Bridge 2. And Bridge 3. I am not going to confirm whether or not these are going to be the final bridges used in the map, but I do really like them, so maybe. Alright, Bridge 2, I'm thinking would go like around here. Roughly speaking. And then Bridge 3, I would put like all the way down here. I'll probably even rotate it a bit so it feels a little more interesting. Yeah, like a bridge all the way down here would be definitely useful. I'm gonna have to edit these bridges soon. God damn, dude. How am I crashing? I'm getting a caffeine crash. Fuck, man. No! I have so much to live for. I can't caffeine crash now. I'm gonna move Bridge 3 up a little. It feels a little more evenly spaced out. That's pretty good. 3 big fucking bridges connecting the map. I might not end up doing 3. 3 might be a bit excessive. Maybe I'll do like 2 and then a bunch of the smaller bridges, because 3 plus a bunch of smaller bridges is going to be just massively excessive. Make 3 a broken ramp to just jump over. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Quick pump of Gatorade. I don't think that's how that works. Plus, whenever I get this tired, I just like have no choice but to end soon. I probably will, but not yet. I'm not calling it quits yet. Where am I? I'm down here. I really need to upscale these cliff textures a little more. They're so ugly. I believe in you. Thank you. Thank you. Maybe I just need like an actually different texture. These kind of suck. That's mildly more acceptable. A little awful though. Not bad though, not bad. He's gonna fall asleep on stream. Oh, I feel like I'm dying. Why? It's only like 10 p.m. I gotta like, you know what, maybe I just need to go stand up real quick. Stretch my legs. It actually is shocking that this map is starting to look like actually pretty cool. Like I feel like it was, I literally started this yesterday and it already looks pretty sick. Yeah, I'm gonna go stand up and stretch my legs. One sec. I need to make sure I don't fucking die.
Why not make some nice natural ice bridges or cut in half bridges? If the chasm is from a glassing, why wouldn't the bridge have been destroyed?
I'm back. I'm still tired though. Mateus, thanks for the $5, dude. Where's my music, dude? Give me some Halo 2 music. Yeah. Thank you. Said, why not make some natural ice bridges? Ooh, or cut. I definitely want to do the cut in half bridges. I think that's a fun idea. Like you have to like ramp across on a hog or something. That'd be sick. If the chasm is, excuse me. Ugh. The chasm is from a glassing. Why wouldn't the bridge have been destroyed? That's actually a really good point. I didn't even think about that. Okay, maybe I'll have to ditch the glassing idea for the map lore, because it wouldn't really make sense to have a big Forerunner bridge. And I definitely want to have a Forerunner bridge. Like, I think it's really cool. Oh my god, that killed me. Ah. Sneeze my fucking heart out. I might... This area looks a little bit better. That's nice. Hold on, let me drive the hog around here. I want to feel this part of the terrain. I know it's not final. I'm definitely going to end up re-sculpting most of it so that I can get actually good textures whenever I finalize the map. Check stream clips. What is a stream clip? What the... What is this clip, dude? I gotta turn off my webcam for this. Oh, my webcam, turn off. This is while I was gone. Mush, he's so handsome. I love Mush. He's so wonderful. Look at him. Oh my god, he looks so angry. He's so good. Oh, there's Mateus' super chat. The one I just read. That's what I was going. I love my Mush. He's so cute. Looking good, looking good. Oh yeah, let's test out the terrain really quick. Yeah, this area being a little bit flatter definitely feels a bit better. Oh no, that's right, I didn't even get this imported yet.
Mush is trying to mod Halo 3 and getting angry.
It's challenging, you know? Mush gets it now. He understands the struggle sometimes. It's not easy. No, I like the size of this is good. You could like easily fit a scorpion through here. I probably have to move the trees a little, but not bad. Dude, driving uphill here is hell. You can really feel the angle when you're driving the Warthog up this hill. Going downhill, I'm gonna speed down here. Oh yeah, look at that. That's way easier. We're going crazy fast going down here. I don't know what I want to put down in this area yet, but there's definitely going to be something. I think having the big old spires, the big spire-shaped rocks here would go pretty hard for sure. Yeah, I do like this area. I think having this kind of like zone almost separating this entire section of the map from the rest of it feels really good because, I mean, while you're here, like I mean, the other side of the map will be pretty well blocked too, because that whole area over there is going to be like a mirrored version of this, sorta. So I feel like it should be separated pretty good. The thing is now, there's basically 3 more zones that I want to do, which is this, and obviously mirrored on the other side, but it's this giant empty zone here, which I may leave fairly bare. But that's zone 1. Then we have the smaller zone over here, outside of there, which is zone 2. And then the last one will be all the way up here, zone 3. And I guess technically we can consider the inside of the dome zone 4. So those are pretty important to kind of figure out. But basically, I think I'm going to do one entire side of the map, and then once I have kind of fleshed out all that, I'll mirror it and manually sculpt in the other side of the map here. What's the overall theme of the map? Colony ruins, active war zone, buried Forerunner site, plenty of things that can be made with this type of terrain. To be honest, I didn't really go into it with a theme. I kind of just wanted to make a good layout first. I think layout of the map is, and like actual like terrain and geometry of the map is a lot more important than the theme. But originally we were thinking, you guys were suggesting, oh my god, I love that. I didn't even mean to do it, but there's actually a dense fog down here already. I just need to make it deeper and it'll work perfectly. But yeah, the idea was, this was like a glassing, covenant glassing here, but I might not do it now just because I want to have these Forerunner bridges, and it wouldn't really make sense that the Forerunners made a bridge after the glassing. I don't know, maybe you could justify it with the Sentinels or something, but Ice Spires are super dope. Really makes it look to scale too. Yeah. I'm also going to add those avalanche, like ice volcano thingies around here too, which should help kind of make things look cool. So that should be nice. I'm also looking forward to having some like ice, like literal frozen ice around, which would be kind of sick as well. I might do like a secondary base that you can spawn in like way, way back here too, which would be kind of cool, like outside the spire. But I might make it like an optional area. Will snowballs be a thing? I was not planning on it, but maybe, you know, we could replace the frag grenades with snowballs instead, and instead of bouncing and exploding, it's just an insta-kill if you land it. Otherwise, it doesn't do anything. Ooh, I definitely need to have stalactites. I did not intend for the rocks to generate like this, but now that I'm seeing it, that would go pretty hard if I actually made, like, proper stalactites there. Mateus, thanks for the fiber, man! Appreciate it.
Why not human/UNSC split bridges? Also, are you still making inside of the domes snowless?
I think I probably will make the inside of the dome snowless. It would make a lot more sense. All I really have to do is just make a giant portal of the same exact shape and dimensions as the shield here. That should work. I'll have to double check and see like exactly how it all works, but yeah, that should work. And I could even make it like less foggy in here, which is kind of awesome. I think maybe we'll try that tomorrow. I'll like build that, because my goal is, because I think I'm tired and I'll probably end stream here in a minute, but what I want to do for tomorrow with the map is do that, where like there's no fog and stuff in the domes, but then also what I want to do is try out some of the bridge ideas you were talking about, because Forerunner bridges, they look good, all right? Period. They look good, period. But I think it would be pretty cool to have more variety to it. Make this feel like it's a war zone. Adam, thank you for the 1! Why not make the 3rd destroyed spire that be the bridge for the glassed chasm? It's kind of a cool idea, actually. Like down in the middle somewhere, it's like a giant, big, ruined spire. It would be a very bumpy bridge, that's for sure. Because otherwise, if the shield goes down, it might have unintended effects. Oh, that's true, that's true. Also, that might have some unintended effects about the areas here. When the shield goes down, suddenly there's no fog and snow. That would be kind of odd. Yeah, maybe I won't do that after all. Maybe I'll just let the snow come through. Modded Gamer, dude. Thank you for the 420. Appreciate it.
Who are you and what did you do to the famous streamer rejected cat gun?
He's gone. He's out of here. I had to get rid of him. He was too good. He was making me look bad. Rejected cat gun is gone now. Yeah, there's a lot more sculpting work and terrain work to be done here, but honestly, I'm enjoying this so damn much, dude. This is so fun. I love it. Consumed by the dark side. Indeed. Indeed. Oh, man, I can't wait. I just want to keep working on it. I just wish I wasn't so tired. I gotta go finish my YouTube short for tomorrow, and then tomorrow morning I gotta do the next short for the day after. This shaping up to be really cool. I know, dude. Honestly, one thing I'm really enjoying about this is, like, I'm able to see myself not only getting better at mapping, but also getting way faster. The fact that it's been 2 days and we already have all of this is crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. Anyone can find your Halo 2 Falcon? Shoot me a DM or at me in the Discord server after I end stream here in a minute, and I will try to get it done tonight. Make a giant MOA boss fight for Thanksgiving. That's... Fuck, that's a fire idea. I wish I thought of that earlier today. There's no time. I wish I'd thought of that a couple days ago. Fuck, that's a really good idea. Now... Damn, maybe. I'm just gonna go finish editing this short and honestly just go to sleep because I'm really, really tired. But I will be streaming tomorrow, guys. Shut up, Green. Stop. Stop it. I know this is a bit now, okay? I know this is a bit. You literally just wait to hear me sound like I'm ending stream and then you're just like, guys, I'm here, guys. No, but I'm going to hop off for the night. I'm going to have a new YouTube short out tomorrow. It's going to be basically this, but glassing the tower, and I'll show all of the people on their shorts feed the beauty of what that looks like. It's wonderful. But tomorrow we're going to continue working on this map. I'm going to try to get some more work done on the map off stream. That way I don't have to do it all on stream and I can actually have some cool shit to show you guys tomorrow. Wait, what? Can you get a quick overhead shot of the map, Geo, real quick? Here in game, yeah. Adam, thank you for the 1! This is what it looks like right now. Thank you for the one said, ooh, or the crash cover ship responsible for the glassing can be crashed and be the bridge. Could be hanging off the edge facing the way you... Well, it'd be way too big to be a bridge, sadly. But it could work. Something like that could work. Look at stream clips. Oh my god, I just wrote bald 40 times. No, like 100 times. You always end when I arrive. I know, I don't understand the timing. Look at the map though, dude. Look how cool this map is shaping up. Slowly getting there. Like all these areas and things you can fight through. I can't wait to play this, man. I really just want to play this, dude. Like I can't wait for this to be done already. It's gonna be so awesome. All right, I'm out of here, guys. I want to give you my most sincere thanks for everybody who destroyed the daily tip goal today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who super chatted. Thank you guys just for being here as always. I appreciate that you guys are even willing to be an audience to my shenanigans as I make cool Halo 3 maps and other stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna hop out of here. Have a wonderful rest of your night, you guys. I will be live again tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central. What did you post? I'm not watching it. It's too old of a clip. It's gonna be cringe. I can't. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central time. Maybe a little earlier, actually. I'm gonna try to do a little bit of an earlier stream as well. Have a wonderful rest of your night, you guys, though. I really appreciate you guys being here. I hope to see you tomorrow. Check out this YouTube short tomorrow. Check it out. See you guys tomorrow, though. Have a wonderful rest of your night, you guys. Goodbye! I'll miss you. Happy Thanksgiving!